LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life. SNHU. See yourself succeed at snhu.edu. StubHub. Hey Galaxy fans, StubHub is your ticket out. StubHub is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the LA Galaxy. And Toyota. Let's go places.
From Atlanta's brand new Mercedes-Benz Stadium, the LA Galaxy is on the air. Tonight, it's the first ever meeting between the Galaxy and expansion side Atlanta United FC. Hello again and welcome. Joe Tutino here alongside Dan Kennedy. We hope this broadcast finds you well wherever you're listening to us at LAGalaxy.com. The Galaxy's playoff hopes, they're flickering heading into the final 6 weeks of action. A surprisingly poor performance at home against Toronto has put the Galaxy in jeopardy of missing the postseason for the first time since 2008. In all honesty, the Galaxy's playoff hopes are on life support right now. But it's not over yet, and tonight's opponent will give the Galaxy all they can handle. Atlanta is an expansion side, as I said earlier, but for sure they are a competitive team. In fact, they're in the playoff window. They have 43 points in the Eastern Conference. They're in fifth place. They have scored goals in bunches, especially of late. That's not like an expansion team. 10 goals in the last 2 games. They have 57 goals on the year. Now, they do give up goals. They've given up 35 on the campaign. Josef Martinez is a one-man wrecking crew, though. 16 goals in 14 games. Hector Villalba has notched 11 with 8 assists. Miguel Almiron has hit on 8 markers with 12 assists. There are no secrets here tonight, folks. Atlanta will keep the pressure on the Galaxy. The question is, can the Galaxy take advantage of that pressure on the transition? When we return, Dan Kennedy, he'll answer that question as the countdown to first kick continues right after these words at LAGalaxy.com. Stay with us.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Tonight, some of the greatest artists, performers, and athletes in the world will be pouring their souls out at stadiums and theaters across this city. Tonight, thousands of fans will lose themselves in a sea of like-minded strangers. We still have a few tickets if you'd like to join. We know this may not be a convenient time for you. We know it's not easy to get out. But something amazing is going to happen tonight. And we think you should be there. StubHub, your ticket out.
Scarves up, wheels up. Buckle up, LA, for nonstop flights to more than 38 cities nationwide with Alaska Airlines. As fans of one of the most decorated clubs in league history, it's only right that you get tons of nonstop access to your favorite destinations, including many road games from one of the finest airlines in the land. Pack your bags, pack your jersey, and pack your full 90 for nonstop flights to cheer on the Galaxy when they go on the road. Scarves up, wheels up. Buckle up for nonstop flights on Alaska Airlines.
It's a new era for the LA Galaxy, with new players and familiar faces. For the past 22 years, our goal has remained the same: to be the last team standing. This is LA on Saturday, September 30th at StubHub Center. 5-time MLS Cup champion LA Galaxy take on Real Salt Lake. Purchase your tickets today at LAGalaxy.com/tickets.
At Southern New Hampshire University, we have just one goal: your success. As the official education partner of the LA Galaxy, we're dedicated to helping the entire LA Galaxy family succeed, and that includes their fierce, diehard fans. Choose from over 200 online degree programs and gain the skills and expertise you need to succeed in your field. Visit snhu.edu/LAGalaxy.
76 introduces The Long Cut, spending a little extra time exploring the open road. We even made a fancy new TV commercial, and we're going to have our director describe it.
It's like we see these guys, and they're like, what's a long cut? Boom! They're all like, whoa, this is awesome. And then they're at a 76 station, and they're like, time for gas. And then it's like, And that is pretty much what the commercial is.
Anyway, we want to hear all about your long cuts, too. Share yours today using the hashtag 76longcut. 76. We're on the driver's side.
The weather tonight is, well, it's controlled inside the dome, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. 72 degrees and not quite as humid as it is outside the stadium. It's brought to you by Alaska Airlines. Dan Kennedy joins me now. Let's start off with what we talked about in the Facebook Live. How do you deal with this offense from Atlanta? Because from what the games that I've seen them play, they only know how to play one way, and that's attack, and attack some more.
Yeah, and they like to play with a lot of speed, Joe, and they have a lot of speed. So it's important, particularly looking at LA Galaxy's lineup with Jermaine Jones, Jonathan Dos Santos, Giovanni Dos Santos, Alessandrini's back in the lineup. They need to find a way to keep the ball and possess and kind of dictate this game on their terms. And then you have to be really cautious about transitions because this guy, Almiron, can just absolutely open a field up. And he will punish you time and time again, not only as a goal scorer, but as an assist man. So the number 10, Miguel Almiron, can really hurt a team. So when you are in possession, it's important that you reference Almiron, you reference a Villalba, you reference a Josef Martinez up top, and make sure that you just kind of have have an idea of what you want to do when the ball turns over and they break out into a transition.
So the Galaxy and this is a different Galaxy team in terms of possession. This team has not been all that great winning the possession battle this year, and now you're asking them, especially in the middle of the park between the Dos Santos brothers, Alessandrini, Jermaine Jones. You can't be as direct as you've tried to be in the past.
Right. Well, this Atlanta team, because of their speed up top and their style of play, they really try to play out of the back, and then they try to get the ball through lines in midfield and basically get from the fullbacks or defenders passing up to the attacking players and skip midfield. And with this lineup of the LA Galaxy, it's a midfield-heavy lineup. So if you could control the center of the park and just kind of take a little bit of the game away from them and limit their chances, well, one thing we know with this Atlanta team is that because of how attack-minded they are, they will give up a few chances as well.
Bradley Diallo can't go tonight. He left the bench with an injury early on. Rafa Garcia gets the start at the right back position. Defensively, I think he's okay, but I don't believe Rafa's going to be expected to get forward. The Galaxy do go back to 4 in the back again tonight, and against this team and on this surface, that's probably the right decision to make.
Without a doubt. And last game, I really did think that the three-man back line was more of a decision based upon personnel available for the game, rather than a decision Ziggy wanted to really work on that formation as a tactical solution. Long term, I think it's more of this might work because in a way Toronto was playing a 3-5-2 formation, so that's line up like for like. But tonight, back to the 4-back system, should be more balanced, should give John Kempen a little bit more cover. And again, Jermaine Jones, since Ziggy has come to this club, has played a more disciplined, defined role as a holding midfielder in front of the back four, and I think that'll help as well.
When we come back, how do you get Dos Santos going offensively, productive? That's Giovanni. Scoring goals, assisting on goals. We'll talk about that as the pregame show continues. Galaxy at the Atlanta United FC for the very first time. More after these words.
It's a new era for the LA Galaxy, with new players and familiar faces. For the past 22 years, our goal has remained the same: to be the last team standing. This is LA on Saturday, September 30th at StubHub Center. 5-time MLS Cup champion LA Galaxy take on Real Salt Lake. Purchase your tickets today at lagalaxy.com/tickets.
Have you considered a long cut, Gary?
What's a long cut? Radio guy?
That's not my name, Gary. Don't be rude. A long cut can be anything. First, you go to a 76 station for gas, then you go anywhere else. Like that paintball place.
Don't those things hurt?
Come on, Gary. A long cut can also be a stop at that barbecue shack.
It's like 8:15 in the morning.
A long cut is taking some time to explore anything the road has to offer. Fuel your long cut with top-tier gas from 76. 76. We're on the driver's side.
If you've ever had a full count with bases loaded in the bottom of the ninth, or if you've ever zoned in on the top corner of the net, then you might know the thrill of playing at San Manuel Indian Bingo and Casino. Because only one casino is all about the thrill. San Manuel Indian Bingo and Casino. All thrill. Please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Galaxy fans, Papa John's has a new offer for you this season. Every Galaxy game day, get 50% off your online order of regular menu price items using promo code GALAXY at papajohns.com. That's right. Cheer on the Galaxy every game day with 50% off your entire online order at Papa John's. Enter promo code GALAXY online at papajohns.com to redeem better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's, official partner of the LA Galaxy.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
StubHub Center, can you read me?
Copy that.
We've identified an extraterrestrial aboard the spaceship. He's been secured and is open to questioning. Cosmic being, what do you want?
I'm here to gain intelligence from Earthland. You are in possession of the colorful and fizzy liquid I seek.
You mean Shasta?
Yes, I consumed Shasta and had the ultimate reaction. Equal parts fizz, fruit, and fun. I wish to experience all the Shasta. These flavors are out of this galaxy.
Oh, we've got the perfect place for you. At the StubHub Center.
Bring them home, guys.
It just has to be Shasta. The official soft drink of the LA Galaxy.
We welcome you back to Atlanta, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, as the Galaxy meet Atlanta United FC for the very first time here in front of what is supposed to be a sold-out crowd. We're expecting 43,000. I don't know what the sold-out number is for soccer in this facility, but they had 70,000 to open it up. 70,425 when they took on Orlando on Saturday. Another 43,000 here tonight, and I understand that they will open the stadium again to over 70,000 before the end of the season. So, Dan, I asked the question before we went to the break, gave you some time to think about it. Part of the problem for the Galaxy this year has been offensively. Not just scoring goals, but being dangerous offensively. And one player who has not had the season he had last year, Giovanni Dos Santos. How do you get him back?
Supporting roles, Joe. I think last year he was so much more successful because you had other players on the field that could hurt teams. And right now this Galaxy attack is sputtering a little bit because of there's really only a couple players that can hurt you, and that allows the opposing team to really hone in and focus the entire game on making sure Giassi Zardes and Giovanni Dos Santos and Alessandrini are limited in production. Now, if you only have to focus on 3 players and you got 4 or 5 defenders, that makes their jobs a lot easier.
Right.
So finding some marquee signings to come in and support the attacking role will help the entire offense.
Getting him to stay high, though, and getting him on the ball. There are mega minutes where he's not part of the action. I'm not calling his name, not because I don't want to, because I don't see him on possession and I don't see him running off the ball. In terms of getting him to be able to stay high and not have to find the game on the defensive side of midfield, what would you do in that regard with this roster?
I personally, with the likes of Alessandrini on the field, I like Giovanni Dos Santos in a central role.
Okay.
Because that allows their relationship, which they have a nice relationship on the field, it allows them to connect a little bit more. And then Giovanni gets into the game, gets a little bit more touches, becomes a little more fluid, and he doesn't seem to be thinking so hard about what he should be doing. Instead, he's just executing what he can do. The other thing is he's got to have in his mind that it's not always going to be the Barcelona type goal where it's pass here, pass there, right, then pass it in the net. What we saw last year is him score some real highlight goals when he was willing just to let it go, just shoot from distance, from anywhere. On turf fields, night like tonight, Joe, as a goalkeeper, it really makes it tough. Players can shoot from distance on turf. The ball comes off just a little bit different than it does on grass. So I would tell Giovanni, hey, you got to just start shooting. Don't worry. If you miss, no problem. No big deal. The team will be behind you. The other thing it does is when you shoot is it resets the play, because either the goalkeeper gets it in his hands or it goes wide or it's in the back of the net. If it goes wide, the entire team gets to set back up again. So just finish out those plays offensively.
One player we both like, and I think Galaxy fans like, Emmanuel Boateng, is in his second season with the LA Galaxy, much more of a starter this year. Not a sophomore jinx, but inconsistent.
Yeah, Ima Boateng is absolutely lightning on the field, and he can open the game up, much as I mentioned Almiron can do for Atlanta United. And this is Ima Boateng's second season in Major League Soccer, and because of the turnover from the 2016 season, Ima has found himself plenty of opportunity this year. With that opportunity, we've seen brilliance, and then we've seen him a little bit quiet. And the word consistency is exactly that. As players develop in their professional careers, it just takes a little bit of time to really become a consistent performer. Ima is finding his way there.
In goal, there's been 3 different goalkeepers for different stretches of time. Some a bit longer, some a bit short. And now we're gone to John Kempen, who gave up 4 goals against Toronto, and maybe some fans thought there would be a change back to Brian Rowe, but John Kempen gets the start here tonight. My guess is if he gives up a lot of goals here tonight, you go back to Brian Rowe the rest of the way? Or?
Well, I think that with the amount of games that are left, you still have these questions in goal, so why not distribute them across a couple of different goalkeepers so you can see performances. As much as the rest of this season is about performing, it's also for Ziggy about evaluating. And right now in this moment, he's evaluating John Kempen. I think he's performed admirably, and unfortunately for John, his form just dipped a little bit after he picked up that injury in Seattle, and last week against Toronto just wasn't his best match. So he'll be looking for a rebound game tonight.
With the aggressive play of Atlanta, and the fact that they have given up 35 goals on the season, I'm guessing there will be a lane or two where Jossie Zardes can take advantage of the center backs like a Michael Parkhurst tonight.
Yeah, Parkhurst does an amazing job in just reading the game, and he kind of drops off and he puts out a lot of fires by reading the game well. He's really Atlanta's last ditch of defending, but there will be space for Giassi to work into. I think we've talked about it in recent weeks, what Giassi's good at, and that's him running to goal with the ball and running off of his teammates who have the ball towards goal, and that's when he's at his best. Tonight he'll have the opportunity to do that, and this stadium breathes goals. I mean, just because of the atmosphere, you saw a very electric 3-3 draw here. It will drive some goals into this game, I have no doubt about it.
Well, you may have seen it on Saturday night when they opened it up, or maybe you saw it in American football on Sunday night when they were here as well. The halo that is the stadium in terms of the TV, for the lack of better description, that goes around this facility at the very top is one to just see. Forget about the game. It's very impressive as the players make their way onto the pitch. We will be talking about this facility because both of us are very impressed, and everybody in Major League Soccer should be very impressed and proud of this new expansion team and how successful they've been in this part of the United States. The LA Galaxy, for the first time ever in Atlanta, to take on Atlanta United FC. And the starting lineups and kickoff, they're coming up next. Stay with us.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life. SNHU. See yourself succeed at snhu.edu. StubHub. Hey, Galaxy fans, StubHub is your ticket out. StubHub is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the LA Galaxy. And Toyota. Let's go places. It's a new era for the LA Galaxy, with new players and familiar faces. For the past 22 years, our goal has remained the same, to be the last team standing. This is LA on Saturday, September 30th at StubHub Center. 5-time MLS Cup champion LA Galaxy take on Real Salt Lake. Purchase your tickets today at lagalaxy.com/tickets.
You know what, son? Shasta Red Pop always brings me back to fireworks at the lake on the 4th of July. I can still hear those fireworks popping.
You know, I've always been a tiki punch kind of guy. Sounds like a ukulele at a luau.
Oh, California Dreamin' always brings me back to the surf and the sun of the California coast.
Remember all the Fiesta punch we drank at that backyard fiesta? If it sounds like flavor, it just has to be Shasta.
Scarves up, wheels up. Buckle up, LA, for nonstop flights to more than 38 cities nationwide with Alaska Airlines. As fans of one of the most decorated clubs in league history, it's only right that you get tons of nonstop access to your favorite destinations, including many road games from one of the finest airlines in the land. Pack your bags, pack your jersey, and pack your full 90 for nonstop flights to cheer on the Galaxy when they go on the road. Scarves up, wheels up. Buckle up for nonstop flights on Alaska Airlines.
If you've ever had a full count with bases loaded in the bottom of the ninth, or if you've ever zoned in on the top corner of the net, then you might know the thrill of playing at San Manuel Indian Bingo and Casino. Because only one casino is all about the thrill. San Manuel Indian Bingo and Casino. All thrill. Please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Come in now and get the 2016 you've been waiting for at Toyota's annual clearance event. Save big with an incredible $2,500 factory cash back on a new 2016 Camry, $2,000 back on a new Sienna or the redesigned Prius. Get $1,500 cash back on a new Corolla or $1,000 back on a new Tundra. It all ends September 6th, so hurry in before they're gone. Must take delivery from 2016 new car dealer stock by midnight September 6th. Offers may vary by region.
When you buy or lease any new Toyota, you get Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan. Toyota Care covers normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. There's even lockout protection and 24-hour roadside assistance. See your Toyota dealer for details and exclusions. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska. Toyota, let's go places.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineup. It's brought to you by City National Bank, the official bank of the LA Galaxy. For the home team, Atlanta United FC, Brad Guzan. The U.S. national team goalkeeper, whether he's number 1 or number 2, he will be there on Bruce Arena's side. He's in goal here for Atlanta, and you may remember him with Chivas USA as well before a young man took over that position. Now he's sitting next to me. Michael Parkhurst, Chris McCann, Leandro Gonzalez-Perez, and Anton Walks are the defenders. Miguel Almiron, Jeff Laurentowicz, the former Galaxy, Hector Villalba at midfield with Carlos Carmona and Yamil Assad, and the target forward, the striker, Josef Martinez for Atlanta. For the LA Galaxy in goal is John Kempen. His defenders are Ashley Cole, Michael Ciani, Dave Romney, and Rafa Garcia. In the midfield, Emmanuel Boateng with Jermaine Jones, who wears the captain's armband. Giovanni Dos Santos will be the number 10 position for the Galaxy. Roman Alessandrini will be on the right side. Emmanuel Boateng will be on the left side. Jonathan Dos Santos, of course, will be the number 8 midfielder and the box-to-box midfielder for the Galaxy here tonight. And Gyasi Zardes, the target forward for LA. We are moments away from getting this underway. Ricardo Salazar is our referee. Fans still making their way into this magnificent building, and I hope Atlanta can keep the momentum going in this town.
Without a doubt, Joe. Cities like this are very important for Major League Soccer, especially in expansion years, and it's good that Atlanta have been able to put a very competitive team on the field this season in order to kind of bring these people together, I think, even more. I can't imagine what, after seeing this stadium filled to 70-some-odd thousand people last weekend, I can't imagine what this place would look like in a playoff atmosphere.
Now, they might get their chance. They're in 5th place right now in the Eastern Conference. The Galaxy do have playoff hopes. They must win. They have to win out, and they're going to have to get a little help along the way. But tonight, you can only worry about the next 90 minutes. And the Galaxy now take the field in the right side and defending the goal to our right and attacking from right to left in their customary white kit. with the blue and gold sash. John Kempen walking over to Michael Ciani, as well as Dave Romney, Ashley Cole, and Rafa Garcia. A couple of fist bumps there as the Galaxy hope to get all the points here this evening. Atlanta, of course, on cloud nine right now after the new facility and the excitement that they've built in this town. Kempen on his goal line, waiting for our referee, Ricardo Salazar, to whistle that we are underway. Atlanta with the ball off the kickoff. It'll come back defensively, played on to the left side. We are underway here, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Ball at midfield on the left side. Played ahead, collected there by Almiron. He'll play up the left wing. It'll find the touchline and out of play. You know, prior to this match, they had to do some relining of the pitch because the penalty boxes were not the right size, Dan.
Well, the referees were doing their job well before the game. Typically, they come out about an hour before the match, step off the field. And, in fact, they stepped it off, and some of the lines did not meet the regulations that the MLS has set. And so they were scrubbing the white lines off the synthetic turf and putting new ones down.
Looks great here for the start of the match, though. Here's Dos Santos, top of the center circle. He'll run it forward. He's got Emma Boateng, but he'll play on the left side. Ashley Cole is there. Back out Dos Santos. Jermaine Jones, defensive side of him. It's sprayed to the right. Here's Alessandrini. Watched by one defender. Alessandrini trying to break towards the end line. He'll get the cross away with the left foot towards the backside of the six. Clear it out, but the Galaxy keep possession. Rafa Garcia. Alessandrini, was he brought down? He was. Our referee calls the foul and a free kick. Both Alessandrini and Jermaine Jones missed last match due to yellow card accumulation. And the one match where you really maybe needed two of the better team players on the team to be available was against Toronto, and they unfortunately were not.
Yeah, depth has hurt this team nearly all season long, particularly when you're missing a couple of your really key impact players. But nonetheless, you got Alessandrini standing over the ball for a free kick, and this is the exact situation Galaxy want to find themselves in here on the road.
Here's Dos Santos there as well. Two-man wall set up by Atlanta. It's out the right corner of the penalty area. Alessandrini plays it in off the line as Guzan, and he'll pick up and quickly outlet into midfield. And here's the counterattack. Ashley Cole is back on the slide tackle, and he'll take it off the foot of Carmona as the Galaxy have possession back.
Well, that's exactly what Atlanta looked to do. You get the opposing team in attack. In this case, it's the LA Galaxy. Advanced numbers up the field. And the minute that the game breaks, they're attacking two or three players, just spread out and start running. Brad Guzan with good distribution. Fortunately enough for the LA Galaxy, Ashley Cole was in a good spot and made a great tackle.
Here's Jermaine Jones playing it all the way back defensively. Ciani. Middle of the park, out the right side, Rafa Garcia. Alessandrini ushers it up the right wing. Dos Santos now, Giovanni. As Alessandrini overlapped, this ball played into him a little late, but he's onside. Working on that left back there, and unfortunately Alessandrini will lose that battle as it's cleared back towards midfield. Actually, Perez with the winner of that ball.
Yeah, Gonzalez Perez actually goes to ground. Alessandrini puts him on his butt, but in the end,
here's a foot race down the middle of the park. Ciani having to get back in front of Martinez and knock it back to his goalkeeper, Kempen. Go ahead, Dan.
In the end, Perez does enough. But if Alessandrini has that isolation on the outside, which we've already seen twice tonight, this Atlanta team may have some problems.
Here's Alessandrini trying to play a ball into the area. It's cleared away. Kept alive, though. Dos Santos, good energy. Jonathan this time. Alessandrini trying to play it forward. Here's Jonathan into the area. Right side. Plays it through the six, but right onto the keeper, Guzan. Good idea.
Well, early on, Guzan, the busier of the two keepers, and Jonathan Dos Santos has done a good job of already organizing this midfield for the LA Galaxy and popping up in different places and playing a supporting role for whatever attacking player that gets on the ball.
Early minutes of this one, Atlanta with the ball. Defensively, Gonzalez Perez. He'll play it across his defensive back line. And Michael Parkhurst, the captain of this club, he'll trot it towards midfield, lob it long toward the left side of the Galaxy now. On the attack, Rafa Garcia defending. Into the area comes, side of the six. The ball through the six and right onto John Kempen, who does well. Goes down to his left, cuts off the cross, and does not give up a rebound. That's one of John's positives this year, right? No rebounds.
Fundamentally sound goalkeeper. I think, without a doubt, John's been around for a long time, even though he's only 23 years old. Played in this league for nearly 7 years, but he's gone through all the training sessions, definitely has the technique to play in this league. So it's good to see him kind of get games under him, have the confidence build, but he's been really clean with his hands, and that's why he's still in the game for the LA Galaxy.
Here's Parkhurst now for Atlanta. Plays it across his defense once again. They'll push onto the left side into the Galaxy half of midfield. We're inside 5 minutes of play. This ball ahead this time for Martinez. He'll play it back out. Collected defensively. Gonzalez Perez. And again to Parkhurst. Near side of the center circle this time. Watched there by Giovanni Dos Santos. Chris McCann this time. Switching on over. As Atlanta now builds some numbers into the offensive end. Assad tried to go near side. It's collected by Ashley Cole. Quickly out to the left side it'll come. Emmanuel Boateng trying to find Yossi Zardes. He is onside. Able to play it back out. Unfortunately, it missed the mark. Jonathan Dos Santos does get it back onto his brother Giovanni. Right side it'll go. Alessandrini here. Giovanni makes the overlapping run into the right corner. Working on Gonzalez Perez, sends it to goal, and I believe Guzan got on the end of it to make a nice save and push it over the bar. That was going across his goal mouth to the back post, and Brad Guzan got that left hand up and pushes it over the bar out of play. Corner kick, LA.
Yeah, spectacular from Guzan. This is exactly what the LA Galaxy want out of Giovanni Dos Santos. Ball on his left foot, driving across the field and puts one up to the far post upper corner, and Guzan just comes up with the save.
Corner coming from the left side, played into the area. Ciani tries to get on the end of it. It's cleared back out towards the near side. Jonathan Dos Santos, he'll collect it. Tries to play it across field and able to do that on this pitch that's very fast. Rafa Garcia will collect it. Up the wing it comes. Alessandrini squares it, top of the box. Dos Santos onto his left foot. Tried to go right, and it's poked away. Should have taken that shot one time, in my opinion, Dan.
Yeah, he just got closed down. Felt like his shot was going to get blocked, so he wanted to take another touch. But again, we see this Atlanta team transition pretty well. They just haven't found that next pass. Galaxy have done a good job of putting out the fires, getting numbers behind the ball quickly. And every time Alessandrini's been on the ball, something good has happened.
Here's Dos Santos now. Giovanni inside 30 yards from goal, able to play it to the left side. Emmanuel Boateng plays it back into the six, cleared out. Ashley Cole keeps it alive for LA. Jermaine Jones. Top of the center circle, left-footed ahead for Yossi Zardes. He is onside on his left foot. The shot to goal, blocked and cleared out of play as the defender Gonzalez Perez got right in front of Guzan on the sliding tackle and blocked that shot for a throw in LA Galaxy.
Well, great ball in. Yossi finds himself in a great space in behind the back four for Atlanta. And he just takes his first touch. Ball bounces up on this turf, and it kind of unbalances Yossi. Can't get a shot off in time, and you have to credit Gonzalez Perez for making the sliding tackle, last-ditch effort to make the play. Guzan was pressuring. It would have been tough for Yossi to get a ball in the back of the net, but nonetheless, great play by the defender Perez.
Throw in here for LA. Ashley Cole up the wing. Emmanuel Boateng plays towards the spot. Tried to find Giovanni Dos Santos. Cleared out by Gonzalez Perez, but the Galaxy keep possession. Right side. Alessandrini again, working on two defenders. Tried to split him to goal, but I think he got himself a corner kick out of this. No, it actually went off of him and out of play. Goal kick here for Atlanta. Good start here for the Galaxy. I know, it's 0-0, but it's still a good start for LA.
I mean, it has been literally all LA Galaxy for the first 8.5 minutes of this game. And to me, it looks like Chris McCann on the left side, playing left midfield for Atlanta, is having a really hard time with Alessandrini so far, dealing with him. And this seems like the tactics of this Atlanta team. They want to be able to handle their defenders 1v1. It allows them to stay a little spread out, and that's what's hurting them so far early in this game.
Now they're trying to work it up that left side. Here comes Atlanta into the offensive end. Galaxy getting some numbers back. Romney does well to poke this ball away. However, Atlanta has it outside the penalty area. Far side, kept alive here. Here's Assad, 25 from goal. Plays it into the area. Cleared out by Romney over the far side and into the stands for a throw-in.
Well, so exactly the time that we're talking about it being all LA Galaxy, Atlanta just show a little bit of fire of what they have. And the interchange between Almiron and Villalba really unsettled the LA Galaxy defense, and it took a couple strong plays from Dave Romney to clear danger.
Ball will come near side, collected here by Atlanta. Walks, able to play it forward, trying to find Villalba, and it'll be cleared away. However, Walks keeps it alive. Plays it top of the box into the Galaxy penalty area. Ciani able to break it away. And off the foot of Martinez. Galaxy able to clear the zone. Alessandrini playing long down the park, down the middle of the park. Could have been a handball on Gyasi Zardes, and it was. As he was sprinting, that left arm went up as the ball came down, and that was easy for the far side referee's assistant to help out.
Well, the right idea by Alessandrini. The space was opened up in behind the Atlanta defense, and it was Leonardo Gonzalez-Perez and Michael Parkhurst in a foot race with Gyasi Zardes, and I bet on Gyasi Zardes
yes.
9 out of 10 times in that situation. In fact, he gets in behind him, creates some space, but ball comes over his shoulder, hits his arm, and it was a handball.
Yeah, and I think in Gyasi's case, he's hoping that ball will hit the ground because it'll take off.
He didn't know too much about it.
Here's Ciani now for the Galaxy, winning the ball at midfield. Lets it go for Jonathan Dos Santos. He'll shake Josef Martinez. Jermaine Jones this time as they work the left side. Tried to play it up the wing. Plays it into the channel instead for Giovanni Dos Santos. Guzan read it well. Out to the top of his area. He'll pick it up. I like the way the Galaxy are playing on the right side. Of course, Alessandrini is there, and he's been great for L.A. But when they've gone to the left, they've been willing to play inside the channel as opposed to outside on the wing.
Yeah, and so I touched on it before with this back four of what I've seen so far in this game is that if the defender on the outside gets isolated 1v1, no one comes over to help. The expectation is that the outside back will deal with that attacking player, and it leaves these channels for Gyasi Zardes or Giovanni Dos Santos to run into. The Galaxy have been able to exploit those channels a few times with some good passes.
Ashley Cole now for the Galaxy. Top of his defensive third. He'll take it towards midfield. Running out of space, though. He splits one defender. He gets away from Villalba. Now to Zardes. Jonathan Dos Santos on the triangle back. Jermaine Jones wants the foul. He'll get it, and a free kick just inside the touchline right in front of his manager, Ziggy Schmidt.
Ziggy doesn't even budge. Smart play by Jermaine Jones. Found himself in a little bit of trouble. Just shields the ball off and takes a foul.
Giovanni Dos Santos now right side. Back to his brother Jonathan. Ahead it comes to Alessandrini. Not a good touch that time by the 7. But the Galaxy have it again. Jonathan Dos Santos steps up. Gets it to Zardes and back to Jonathan. And that time the ball off the mark. Good idea, but the ball was off the mark on the return for Jonathan. Here comes Atlanta back the other way. They'll work the left side. Rafa Garcia defending as it comes to the top of the Galaxy penalty area. Here's a side into the Galaxy penalty box. Plays it across. They score! Josef Martinez, number 17 on the year. And just like that, against the run of play, Atlanta has taken a 1-0 lead.
Time and time again this season, we've talked about quality. And before the game, I said it's not... Atlanta doesn't necessarily do a great job of managing the field and midfield, but where they are very good is inside the 18-yard box on both ends. And Assad gets down the defense, the right-hand side of LA Galaxy defense. He's one-on-one, and he creates a little bit of space from Rafa Garcia. He gets across, and who else is it going to be? It's Josef Martinez in the right place, right time. Squares the ball back. Martinez one time in the back of the net. Not much John Kimpton can do. The hardest thing about this, Joe, is when it crosses so tight. I always say once the ball gets wide and you're in the box, you better find a jersey or a body to mark. And once the player creates some space, comes inside, and then crosses, the margins of spacing get so difficult that it's hard for defenders to pick up 1v1 in the box, and that's why Martinez found himself so wide open.
Martinez now 17 on the year. Goals, that is. The assist to Yamil Assad, his 11th assist on the year. His play continues. Ball out of play over the near side touches. As a throw-in now for Atlanta, right at the stripe. Thought Rafa Garcia maybe gave up too much ground into his penalty area. At that point, he gave up both inner and outer lanes to Assad, right?
At some point, once you get so tight, you got to make a decision to make a play, and sometimes that is just stepping in to create a long touch so then your support defender can come over and help and make a play. It gets tough once you get backpedaling on your heels it's always in the advantage. It's always to the advantage of the attacking player.
Now the Galaxy had a bright start. Unfortunately, the goal goes the other way, and Atlanta leads 1-0 here in the 15th minute. Now you got to pull yourself out of this hole, and you might open yourself in the back even more as you start trying to get some numbers into the offensive end. We'll see how this develops for LA. Ball down the middle of the park, Almiron. He'll take it towards the left side, left corner of the Galaxy penalty area. Plays it in and cleared out. It was looking for Villalba and cleared back out. Now the Galaxy on the counter back into midfield on the right side. Alessandrini takes it off of Giovanni Dos Santos, and he cannot keep possession, unfortunately for him.
Chris McCann just does enough. He just doesn't look like the fastest player to be playing an outside midfield position, because both Alessandrini and even Giovanni Dos Santos have made him look really uncomfortable under any type of running pressure.
McCann on possession now as he'll push it past the midfield stripe. Alessandrini is the defender. It'll come back in. Almiron at the stripe. He'll play back. Perez Garcia. Check it. The other way around. Gonzalez Perez. How about that?
Well,
I was thinking about the other player who's now in Orlando. Villalba now into the Galaxy penalty area. His shot is saved by Kempin. Still loose. Almiron off of Rafa Garcia. Another chance, and they score. Yamil Assad. And it's 2-0 in favor of Atlanta United FC.
Well, this place is absolutely going nuts. And this game was so one-sided through 12 minutes, all for the LA Galaxy. Shows you just how explosive this Atlanta team is, and in fact how explosive this stadium can be. They get a little bit of support behind them after the first goal. The game's momentum completely shifts, and if they created 3 shots in one sequence of plays. You can't score the first time, no problem. You can't score the second time, no problem. Third time's the charm. It's in the back of the net. Fantastic finish by Yamil Assad. Bit of composure. After the third shot, within 20 seconds or so, the entire LA Galaxy defense was unsettled. Slight deflection off Dave Romney, and it's in the back of the net.
They couldn't find the ball at that point. It was going from left and right in that penalty area, the width of the goal box, right? Goalkeeper's going from post to post.
Well, John Kempen made a good first save. And when you're going to dump a ball in the middle, what you want to do is dump a ball high, and he did that. So you have to give him credit for making that first save. Just didn't get the numbers in behind it. But now you got to be really careful if you're the LA Galaxy. This is one of those slippery slopes. The game can get away from you. You got to make sure you just stay true to what you were doing in the first 15 minutes. They did have a lot of success.
Here's Jermaine Jones now. He's fouled by Almiron. Quick restart. Will go to the right side. Giovanni Dos Santos. Alessandrini running into the channel. Dos Santos plays it across into the area, trying to find Jossi Zardes. Is cleared away. Here comes Atlanta once again. Almiron will let it go through. Assad will come on to the possession. Towards the left side. Martinez has one on the night. Watched there by Rafa Garcia. Again wide, Assad. It'll come into the penalty area along the end line. It's out. Goal kick. And the Galaxy get fortunate there. There's a lot of space there on that right side of the Galaxy defense. And I don't think Rafa Garcia can handle it on his own. He's going to need some help.
Yeah, and part of that issue is Siani needs to be playing right off of Rafa's shoulder, so Rafa can be aggressive stepping on his player. And if Siani's so worried about Martinez on the inside, he's holding on the inside, leaving Rafa a little bit on an island. And if Alessandrini's not tracking, then Rafa Garcia's 2v1 in a quick succession. So they got to just kind of get their numbers right. And once Siani shifts to support Rafa Garcia, then Dave Romney shifts over and picks up Martinez.
Here's the Galaxy pushing forward once again. Alessandrini trying to find Giovanni Dos Santos, who was making the run to the top of the area. That's cleared away by Gonzalez Perez. And again, they'll work the left side into the Galaxy's right side of the defense. Assad able to keep possession. Top of the center circle now as he pushes into the Galaxy defensive third. Plays it out the right. This is going to be collected by Walks, Villalba, and back out it goes. Carmona into the stripe. Parkhurst. Gonzalez Perez. Jeff Laurentowicz in the middle of the park there. Camps out right in front of the back four like Jermaine Jones is to do for the Galaxy, right?
And that's what Jeff Laurentowicz is at. When he's at his best, he is sitting protecting the back four, just playing destroyer on any type of transition against Atlanta.
Walks now on the right side for Atlanta. Almiron thinking about the shot, now plays it in via Yalba. Back to goal! Score! Assad! And it is 3-0 in favor of Atlanta United FC, and they are just playing around the Galaxy defense as they walk into the 6-yard box.
Well, Almiron, one of the best dribblers in this league. He's got a lot of pace to him, so he's hard to step on. He plays a nice little ball in behind to which is in squared across to Assad, who gets his second goal of the match. And the LA Galaxy defense just looks like they're caught a little flat-footed, a little ball-oriented, Joe. When you get a little focused on the guy that's on the ball and you kind of lose sight of what's happening around you, the game starts to get really quick because the ball just beats you in passing.
Just looking at that replay, I wonder if Assad could have been a step offside.
Well, the ref's getting communication right now from video review, but it doesn't look like it's going to get overturned. And this becomes a very dangerous game, Joe.
Goal was given in the Galaxy right now in a 3-0 hole.
Three goals in 5 minutes.
The floodgates opened up after the Galaxy had the better of the play. And how many times have we said that this season? The Galaxy had the better of the play, could not find the back of the net. The opposing team gets the marker. In this case, Atlanta has 3 already here in the 22nd minute of play. And as Dan mentioned, 3 goals in 5 minutes. Dos Santos into Giovanni Dos Santos. He'll get it back from Alessandrini. Boateng. Alessandrini on the right foot. His shot is blocked. It'll come out to Assad. Able to play forward for Almiron. Nice job by Jermaine Jones staying with him and then kicking the ball out over the far side. Touch for a throw-in.
Well, Jermaine Jones does the right thing by making a tackle on this play, because there's no way he's running with Almiron stride for stride over another 40 or 50 yards. But, man, when the number 10 for Atlanta gets in space and he's running after that ball, it is not a bad sight to watch if you're a soccer fan.
Throw in here for Atlanta. And we're going to do it again. And I believe our referee's stopping play, if I'm not sure exactly why. Now we'll do it again. Throw in. Almiron. He'll collect it. Try to play it through Rafa Garcia. He does, and then he's dragged down by Rafa for the foul. Free kick. Good restart opportunity here for Atlanta now outside the Galaxy's right side of the area. Left wing for Atlanta. About a touch or two inside the touchline.
Well, this Atlanta team is not the biggest in the league, and in fact, they play a lot of their set pieces short to try to just adjust the defenders a little bit and not let them be in such a set way. But when you've given up 3 goals in five or 6 minutes, no reason why you shouldn't just swing the ball in the box and continue pressure on this Galaxy defense if you're Atlanta.
Galaxy will send up 2-man in the wall. Alessandrini and Dos Santos outside the right side of their penalty area. This ball will swing in right to the top of the 6, I imagine. Josef Martinez is there. Here comes the restart. It's whistled by the referee. Played to the top of the 6 and cleared away. Michael Parkhurst will run onto it for Atlanta. Has possession here. Turns away from Jonathan Dos Santos as he mishandled the ball initially and has to go all the way back to his goalkeeper, Brad Guzan. Ball at midfield now. Collected. Gonzalez Perez. He'll play into space for Josef Martinez. Romney is there, and he'll just clear it out over the far side. Touch smartly. Throw in.
Well, it was a really good ball in behind by Gonzalez Perez, and Martinez was kind of just stuck in behind the big body of Dave Romney. If he wasn't, if he was more on Dave's hip, then he would have had a better chance of making that run. But you got to credit Dave for being in the right position as a defender in that situation.
Keep it simple. Just clear it out. Don't try to be the hero there.
Particularly after you feel the pressure of the other team coming on you. It's time to just go back to basics.
Here's Laurentowicz for Atlanta. Onto the left side it'll go. Gonzalez Perez, he'll play forward into midfield. Carlos Carmona back onto the left. Assad back defensively. And all the way back to the goalkeeper, Guzan, under a lot of command. They have command of the match now, Atlanta does, and confidence.
Well, and now it's really because Galaxy came out, high expectations, good pressure dictating the game, couple opportunities, didn't get anything out of it, got nicked again with the run of play. They got nicked against the run of play and gave up a goal. And now, because they've given up 3, they have to play more conservative because the game is away from you.
They'll play onto the left side. A lot of space there as Atlanta gets into the attack. Garcia defending. Here's the cross into the area. It comes on to John Kempen. He'll collect it. Quickly out the right side it goes. Alessandrini. Watched there by one defender. He'll shake him for the moment. Now nice ball on the left side intended for Giovanni Dos Santos. He'll track it down along that left touchline. Has it now in the left corner. His cross into the area. Alessandrini making the run, the late run, but not enough white shirts in the box to help out. And cleared back out to Assad at midfield, and Atlanta has possession. These goals have been just tap-ins. You think about it, the way they're moving the ball around.
That's why I mentioned, Joe, we talk about being ball-oriented in this game, and when you get really uncomfortable, you then start to put this overemphasis on focusing on the ball and who has the ball. And Almiron's on the ball, and he's giving you a lot of trouble. And you lose sight as a defender or as a goalkeeper about what's going on around you. And then all that player has to do is make a pass, and then he beats 2 or 3 players. And that's exactly what started to happen on goal number 2 and 3, is you become ball-oriented, and then the guys are open in the box, and that's how tap-ins happen.
Galaxy have everybody defending from the midfield line and back at this point, so the Olays have begun as Atlanta just knocks the ball from touchline to touchline. Here's Carmona, defensive side of the circle. He'll play it through Almiron. Finds some space there. Closed down by Boateng for the moment, and Emmanuel helping to get the Galaxy the ball back. Rafa Garcia this time. In the center, Jermaine Jones. Out the left side, they work it. Ashley Cole. He'll play forward. Zardes. Back out Jones again. Onto the wing. Cole. In for Zardes. 25 from goal. Zardes on the left side. Boateng on the top of the box. It goes to Alessandrini, and his redirect goes over the bar. That wasn't exactly a shot. The deflection from the defender went off Alessandrini, and then from about 17 yards, this ball is floating to the top of Guzan's goal and just gets over the bar and out of play.
Really good interchange by the Galaxy between Ashley Cole, Giovanni Dos Santos, Ima Boateng. Alessandrini making himself really dangerous, trying to attack the ball, just redirects off of him. And like Joe said, Guzan was absolutely scrambling, and it just floats over the bar.
Most helpless feeling for a goalkeeper is right there, isn't it?
Been there. But I guess Guzano closes the space and realizes just before it goes over the post that it's not going in, and he's just sighing a huge sigh of relief.
Here's Gonzalez Perez in the midfield. That's beyond Laurentowicz. The Galaxy have a break back the other way. Here's Giovanni Dos Santos over to Boateng. It's behind him, though. It'll be run down by Alessandrini. He'll take it on the left side. 2 defenders watching him. Ashley Cole. Ahead to Boateng again. Here's Ashley on the left side. Alessandrini one more time. 2 defenders again trying to close him down. Nice flick into Cole, although he's in an offside position. And Atlanta has possession back. Hey, the Galaxy have 2018 season tickets available. That's right. Memberships are available. Take advantage of the early bird discount. Receive the exclusive season ticket member gift. Visit LAGalaxy.com/since 96 or call 8773-GALAXY to purchase or renew your season ticket memberships today. 3-0 in favor of Atlanta right now, 29th minute. With Dan Kennedy, Joe Tutino, we are coming to you from Mercedes-Benz Stadium, where a sold-out crowd is on hand for this one.
And as we look around, nearly everybody is standing.
Yeah.
Fantastic environment.
Never would have thought the Atlanta market would be this type of market.
It's hard to explain. Regardless of the amount of market research you do, you would have never understood that this market would be this strong.
But it all starts with incredibly strong ownership. The Galaxy have had it under Mr. Anschutz since taking over the club. They have it in Seattle. They have it with the two New York teams, and that's what this league is built upon now. Every owner in the league now is extremely strong in terms of their capabilities of putting teams together, organizations together that can win. Here's Alessandrini now. Top of the box, Alessandrini taken into the area. Was he brought down? Our referee thinking about it. And the ball is cleared out of play. Says no foul. And that's unfortunate because that's about reputation there that he has built in this league, right?
Yeah, refs watch game tape exactly how teams do. Knows that Alessandrini's 1 versus 3 Atlanta defenders. If he gets any type of contact, he's going to go down. Whether there was contact there or not, it did look a little soft. It would have been out of the area. The referee decides no call. In fact, I agree with it.
Play continues here, and be there when Western Conference rivals collide. Roman Alessandrini, Giovanni, and Jonathan Dos Santos. Your LA Galaxy take on Nick Raimondo and Real Salt Lake. That's on Saturday, September the 30th, 7:30 at StubHub Center. The match presented by Dannon. Tickets start as low as $25 at LAGalaxy.com. Galaxy trailing 3-0 here. 31st minute. Ashley Cole pushed all the way back to his goalkeeper, Kempen, under some pressure here from Martinez. Kempen able to clear into midfield. Jonathan Dos Santos first touch. However, Atlanta comes out with possession. Almiron trying to take it towards the left side of the Galaxy penalty area. He does. Assad and kept in play, and it is in play over the far side by McCann. Into the area it comes once again, cleared out by Ciani. Alessandrini now towards midfield. Dos Santos taking off the ball. Gonzalez Perez able to play into the Galaxy penalty area. Kempen able to pick it up along the near side. He'll quickly roll out. Ashley Cole. Ahead for Boateng. Jermaine Jones just knocks it forward. And this will go out of play over the near side touch. Throwing again for Atlanta. Keeping their wits about them at this point. So important for the Galaxy not to let this one get out of hand.
Yeah, and as players, you have to, as frustrated as you are, you have to stay really disciplined, because the last thing you can do is go down a man here for anything off the ball, any kick out and frustration that you may have for the way that this result has gone so far. So you got to stay disciplined, focused, and really the first 15 minutes of this game were not that poor for the LA Galaxy. It was 5 minutes that this Atlanta team really just tore them apart.
Here's Jonathan Dos Santos. Alessandrini trying to play top of the box for Boateng. Cleared away by Gonzalez Perez. Over the far side now. Cleared out by McCann. In the midfield it'll come. Ciani backtracking. He'll have it for LA. Romney onto the left side. Ashley Cole at the stripe. Again back for Romney. Jermaine Jones. He'll usher it forward. Boateng gets on the end of this one. He'll take it to the top of the center circle. Plays it out wide right side. Garcia. Back out. Giovanni Dos Santos sprays this back post. It's a bit too long for Ashley Cole. That was a good idea. Ashley was making the run, and maybe an Ashley Cole that was a year or two younger might catch up to that. But it's a goal kick.
Yeah, pretty incredible. Ashley Cole just still up and down the sideline. Unbelievable work rate, engine, ability, capacities. True professional.
Uzan on the goal kick. He joined the LA Galaxy Foundation Saturday, October 14th for the 2017 Street Soccer USA Cup at LA Live. This action-packed 4 versus 4 soccer tournament will help you fund social change and the installation of permanent fields for underserved youth. Register your team today. LAGalaxy.com/StreetSoccerUSA. Hope to see you there at LA Live. Alessandrini trying to break into the penalty area. Alessandrini will get the call on the obstruction from Parkhurst outside the area as he lost possession in the box.
Well, it seems that Alessandrini's frustrations from the previous call were rewarded here, because the referee decides to give him the off-the-ball nudge. Really wasn't a lot to it. Alessandrini had an amazing first touch to play himself in behind the Atlanta defense. Great set-piece opportunity here for the LA Galaxy. Jonathan Dos Santos standing over the ball.
35 minutes in. Giovanni there as well. This one just outside the corner the left corner of the penalty area. So you have Dos Santos, Jonathan, who can go over the top with the right foot and maybe to the near post. Giovanni may be able to spray that ball actually near post or far with the left foot, right?
Yeah, if you're Jonathan, you want to just kind of put this ball on a line to the far post. Hopefully Guzan has to hold his ground if anybody can get a touch on it. And if someone gets a touch on it, it'd be in the back of the net.
Here's Giovanni to the back post. It's cleared away. He was looking for Ciani, who was crashing into the 6.
Good ball. Good service in from Giovanni Dos Santos.
Rafa Garcia now plays it into the area one more time. Over the top of Romney, cleared away. Garcia will get an open. He won't. He gets through him. Here comes the counterattack for Atlanta. Ashley Cole closes that ball down on Almiron. And it'll come back into the Galaxy defense, and John Kempen will come out of his net and collect it. And that's how you defend the counterattack, boys and girls.
Ashley Cole, he knows that if he's getting in on a challenge, it's body behind the ball, and in fact, he puts himself in a position, if he doesn't get the ball, he can always make a foul. And that's why tactically he is just so good as the last man standing in these counterattack situations, and he puts out just another fire there.
Smart enough to know that if you continue to give ground, you're going to have more numbers in the attack against you as they were breaking out. So if you're going to get beat, you're going to get beat at midfield, or you're going to create the foul.
Yeah, and you take it's a tactical foul.
Yeah.
You take a yellow card, and not that big of a deal.
Galaxy have possession here on the right side defensively. Garcia ahead to Jermaine Jones. Zardes back to Rafa Garcia, and the ball out of play. The Galaxy need to do a much better job with that once they win possession. It was one-timed all over the place, and it was manic play by the Galaxy, who lost possession off 3 touches. Throw in here for Atlanta. Gonzalez Perez. Over to Parkhurst. 37 minutes in. 3-0 in favor of the home side, Atlanta United FC. They've scored 10 goals in their last 2 games. Ask New England how difficult it is to play here. They lost 7-0.
And then lost their coach 10 days later.
Yeah.
That's the one thing we've learned about this Atlanta team is in this league they have only one way about them, and that's all go, 100% forward. And in fact, it's cost them games because they leave themselves exposed. But by no means, if this game is at 3-0, do they put it on cruise control and just slow down the game for Toka and keep the ball. They continue to attack.
Foul called here against the Galaxy's Alessandrini. And our referee, Ricardo Salazar, walking on over to him to talk to him.
Alessandrini's got to be careful because he's already been chirping at the referee on a few different plays. And in fact, if he was late, which it appeared that he was against Gonzalez Perez, then he could potentially pick up a yellow card. And with how frustrated he is, he could maybe even, you could say he could have a yellow card on dissent. So he's walking a fine line.
Fellow countryman Michael Ciani walking over and pulling Alessandrini back, telling him to calm down a bit, of which he has. Few Frenchmen on this Galaxy team. Diallo, Diop, Guzan will play it to the near side now. Second ball comes to Ashley Cole and out of play. Throw in here for the Galaxy, though, right in front of the Galaxy bench. So come back to David Romney. Dos Santos, Jonathan. Romney at the left foot in the midfield. Second ball. Jermaine Jones. Emmanuel Boateng keeps it alive. Oof. Again, Jones, and it's back for Boateng, but I think Jermaine was taken out for a free kick, LA, by Villalba.
Well, Villalba kind of knows what he's doing here. He stays down hurt.
Sure he does.
And in fact, he was the one that lunged in on Jermaine Jones. I'd like to see a replay on this because from here it looked like it was all cleats up and a little bit late, which is we've seen red cards given on that time and time again this season, and the referee just decides it's a yellow on this one. Jermaine kicked out a little bit at the end of that play after he got taken out to give Hector Villalba a little kick in the back, so they both get a yellow card.
Free kick here for the Galaxy, though.
Ricardo Salazar typically does a pretty good job of managing players within games. He's not a referee that will just go to his pocketbook for any reason. In fact, I do respect the way he typically goes about his business, and this is kind of highlighting it. Keeps it in control. Poor challenge. Little kick out. 2 yellow cards. Put out any fire that would last into another challenge into this game. Oh, in fact,
he's still getting direction from up top, I believe.
No. In fact, he pulled out a red card for Jermaine Jones. But now they're going to review the play. So Jermaine Jones has been sent off.
Yep, red card to him.
And now, as I mentioned, Joe, this only becomes more complicated because this Atlanta team does not have any stop about them. If Jermaine kicks out at all intentionally here, and he does, he's off.
Still getting direction from up top.
Yeah, he's off. He kicked out. I mean, the review booth is going to see this the same way I see it, and he kicks out intentionally after he was taken out, and he should be, the red card will hold, and he's done. Jermaine's still begging, and now he's heading to the locker rooms.
So after video review that held up, Jermaine Jones is now off the pitch. And the Galaxy will have the free kick, but the Galaxy now not only are they down 3-0, they'll be a man down the rest of the way. As we enter the 42nd minute of play, Jermaine Jones now being guided off the field. He'll be guided off to the north end tunnel to leave the match.
Well, it doesn't get any better for the LA Galaxy here. You got João Pedro warming up, is probably going to have to come on for an attacking player to plug the midfield. Now you shift to a 4-4-1 formation, in which I imagine Giassi Zardes is the point man. And in fact, you may even put Giovanni Dos Santos as the point man so Giassi can do some work in midfield. Question I have now is who do you pull off?
You pulling off Boateng?
And that's a shame. You're only pulling off Boateng probably because he's the youngest guy in the field.
Free kick here for the Galaxy. Ashley Cole will take it.
Well, Joe, I'm sorry, Joe.
Go ahead.
I fall back on this Jermaine Jones red card, and the only person to blame is Jermaine. He was the one that kicks out after he was tackled, and with video review, now more than ever, you have to be careful with every single thing you do on this field. And to put your team in this situation.
Here comes the counterattack by Atlanta, now looking for a fourth goal. Siani trying to get back the chip over the goalkeeper. It is 4-0 in favor of Atlanta United FC. Goal scored by Miguel Almiron. All their stars are in on it tonight.
Oh, and they're going to keep coming. This place, the roof is about ready to open up on this stadium. I mean, LA Galaxy don't even have time to make a tactical substitute and get João Pedro on the field after the Jermaine Jones red card. You got one turnover. Field opens up. Siani doesn't have the pace to keep up with Almiron. He puts a long touch in behind the defender. You have an onrushing Kimpin trying to close down the space. Little dink from Almiron, and it's in the back of the net. And here we see Ima Boateng taking a seat.
Here comes João Pedro replacing him. Boateng is out. The Galaxy a man down and down by 4 goals. 4-0 in the 44th minute of play here. Sometimes you might be hungry when this happens, and it's not too late to order your half-off pizza from Papa John's. Every Galaxy game day, you receive 50% off all regular menu online orders by using a promo code GALAXY. That's right, half off your favorite pizza. Enjoy the Galaxy match. Visit papajohns.com. Use the promo code GALAXY. I know Dan Kennedy's hungry now.
Joe, you know me. I can always eat.
Alessandrini now for the Galaxy. Onto the right side. He'll get the throw-in out of this as it's cleared out of play over the far side touch. Rough night for this Galaxy side. We're concerned about that coming into this facility and the way this team is playing, Atlanta United FC. And our concerns have been proven true. 4-0 here right in front of the break. Alessandrini. He'll get another throw-in out of it on the right side. Rafa Garcia will take it. So when you write this thing up and you say, okay, you have a close match. If I need to make my substitutions late in the game to get offense out there, I might have made the switch with Rafa Garcia coming off to put an offensive player. Well, now you have to keep him because of the red card no matter what.
Yeah, just literally the broadcaster's curse. I was just mentioning how disciplined you have to stay in a game that's 3-0 in the first half, just so you don't give anything else up. And now this team that was already struggling to keep pace in the transition of Atlanta, anytime they step into the attacking third, this Atlanta team is going to break out into attack.
Here they come again. Almiron on the right side, left side, I should say, playing into the Galaxy penalty area. Top of the box it goes. Ciani able to clear in front of Josef Martinez. 3 minutes of added time here. Walks. Back out Parkhurst. Gonzalez Perez. Center of the park. Here's Parkhurst. I should say Laurentowicz pushing forward. Boy, this team looks a lot like Toronto FC in terms of how they play. Although Toronto a little more defensive because of the 5 backs, right?
Yeah, and I'd say Toronto's a little more disciplined as a unit. But in terms of having a couple different options going forward, a couple real game changers, difference makers in the attacking third, both of these teams have it. They definitely have goals in them. I think that's why Toronto's so far ahead of every other team in this league in the Supporters' Shield race. It is all because of their organization, and they just give up a few less goals defensively.
Yellow card issued here to Gonzalez Perez right at midfield for a tactical foul. Atlanta, in terms of their breakout, how they break out into the attack, looks very much like Toronto, especially when Toronto has Jovinko onto the field. That first ball comes up to him in a hurry, right? And in this case, it's Almiron.
Right.
Jonathan Dos Santos on the left side now for Ashley Cole. Cole will run it into the corner. Watched there by one defender. Plays it back out. Dos Santos on possession. 3 defenders around him. Again onto the corner. It goes in the wing and out of play. Ashley tried to push it forward, but it trickled over the line for a throw-in. So you've had your closed-door meeting. You've shown how disappointed you are. Now you've given up 4 in the first 45, and you're down a man. Certainly the writing is on the wall. We understand where this Galaxy team is right now. But how do you regroup from this at the break?
Well, you got to change tactics, Joe. And unfortunately, you got to make sure that your back 4 and João Pedro are staying home a little bit more. You just can't give this team any more reasons to get numbers in behind your defense. You got to be careful even when you're attacking now, because their goals have come off of transitions.
Corner kick here for the Galaxy right in front of the break. Alessandrini plays it in, knocked away by Martinez, back towards midfield. João Pedro again on the left side. Alessandrini stripped of the ball this time. He'll come ahead to Villalba. Plays it into the middle of the park. Our referee decides that is it for 45 minutes here. He points to midfield. And Atlanta United FC getting goals from Martinez, Almiron, Assad with 2, have a 4-0 lead at the break here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. We knew it was going to be tough. The Galaxy had a nice start in the first 12, 13 minutes, but the goals have come in bunches for the home team.
And now you really have to go into halftime. As much as you want this game to be over, it's about coming out and really have a competitive spirit collectively, and make sure that you're ready to fight for another 45 minutes, because this Atlanta team is not going to stop.
Atlanta 4, the LA Galaxy nothing. Halftime is coming up next. Stay with us.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places. StubHub. Hey, Galaxy fans, StubHub is your ticket out. StubHub is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the LA Galaxy. It's a new era for the LA Galaxy, with new players and familiar faces. For the past 22 years, our goal has remained the same, to be the last team standing. This is LA on Saturday, September 30th at StubHub Center. Five-time MLS Cup champion LA Galaxy take on Real Salt Lake. Purchase your tickets today at lagalaxy.com/tickets.
76 introduces the long cut, spending a little extra time exploring the open road. We even made a fancy new TV commercial, and we're going to have our director describe it.
So like we see these guys and they're like, what's a long cut? Boom, they're all like, whoa, this is awesome. And then they're at a 76 station and they're like, time for gas. And then it's like, and that is pretty much what the commercial is.
Anyway, we want to hear all about your long cuts too. Share yours today using the hashtag 76longcut. 76. We're on the driver's side.
StubHub Center, can you read me?
Copy that.
We've identified an extraterrestrial aboard the spaceship. He's been secured and is open to questioning. Cosmic being, what do you want?
I'm here to gain intelligence from Earthland. You are in possession of the colorful and fizzy liquid I seek.
You mean Shasta?
Yes, I consumed Shasta and had the ultimate reaction. Equal parts fizz, fruit, and fun. I wish to experience all the Shasta. These flavors are out of this galaxy.
Oh, we've got the perfect place for you. At the StubHub Center.
Bring them home, guys.
It just has to be Shasta, the official soft drink of the LA Galaxy.
At Southern New Hampshire University, we have just one goal, your success. As the official education partner of the LA Galaxy, we're dedicated to helping the entire LA Galaxy family succeed, and that includes their fierce, diehard fans. Choose from over 200 online degree programs and gain the skills and expertise you need to succeed in your field. Visit snhu.edu/LA Galaxy.
Come in now and get the 2016 you've been waiting for at Toyota's annual clearance event. Save big with an incredible 0 APR on 10 of our best-selling models, including the 2016 Camry, Corolla, and RAV4. You can even get 0 APR on the redesigned 2016 Prius. Hurry in before they're gone. Financing through Toyota Financial Services to well-qualified customers. Must take delivery from 2016 new car dealer stock by midnight September 6. Offers may vary by region.
Now it's easier than ever to search for the best deal on a Toyota car, truck, or SUV. Just visit buyatoyota.com, the only official site for your Southern California Toyota dealers. There you can locate a dealer, search our inventory, and find the perfect car with all our current offers. Save time and money. Go direct to the source. Buyatoyota.com.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places. Shasta.
Halftime report.
Shasta, the official soft drink of the LA Galaxy. It has to be Shasta.
Halftime report is brought to you by StubHub. Galaxy fans, did you know the StubHub app is personalized just for you? Get the StubHub app today. Start at StubHub and let the fun find you. StubHub, the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the LA Galaxy. We were concerned before the game about if and when the floodgates would open, and they certainly did open in the first half for Atlanta and on the Galaxy's goal. 4-0 here at the break for Atlanta United FC over the LA Galaxy this evening. And I think as I look at this and understand and come to grips with the fact of what type of season this has turned out to be for the LA Galaxy, these are learning moments for the Galaxy new coaching staff and for the Galaxy brass right now. Learning moments as to what you have and maybe the amount of what you don't have.
Well,
because I think it's a lot.
Yeah. I think the reason why you bring in veteran coaches like Ziggy Schmidt and Dom Kinnear is because they've been here before, right? They've been in situations that have been trying. They've had bad seasons, and in fact, they're two of the better evaluators of talent in this league, and they have both proven that over their careers. So it is really about identifying which players on this team that have the capacity and ability to play in this league and play in this league for championships, and those are the players that will be selected to move on with.
Well, the one thought that just popped into my head, Dan, is that this team speed is incredibly slow for this Galaxy team. Any team out of the break that wants to challenge the Galaxy out of a break is going to have the advantage over the Galaxy.
Yeah, without a doubt. You look at the center back pairing and Dave Romney, who's a great great athlete, but by no means a speedster. And then Siani is slow, but a big experienced center back. And you just have to, the reason why Michael Parkhurst is in the back line for Atlanta United tonight is because he has the ability to put out those fires, and he does have some decent pace. So it's about balance. So if you have one big ball-winning center half, then you need one to cover. And that's why guys in Major League Soccer like Marvell Wynn have made a living, not because of the best soccer players, but because tactically they're good enough to understand the game in this league, and then they can put out fires with their pace. So to talk about depth and balance in this squad, and it can be improved, and I'm sure that is what Ziggy Schmidt and Dominic Kinnear are here to do, is to evaluate that depth and balance and what needs improvement.
Well, that's why that Omar Gonzalez and De La Garza pairing was so good. De La Garza may not have been the fastest player on the field, but he was quick to the ball, right?
Yeah, I always said AJ De La Garza is just a little fireman, you know. He just runs around the field putting out the fires, and whatever Omar Gonzalez couldn't do, which wasn't a lot. I mean, he literally could do nearly everything on the field, but if he was ever caught exposed, who was coming to cover? It was AJ De La Garza. So it's that balance, that trust, that understanding that you need to find a way to build, and it's just been a little bit lost this season.
Yes, it has. Galaxy trailing 4-0. We'll try to pick up the pieces when we come back. The halftime show will continue right after these words. Stay with us.
If you've ever had a full count with bases loaded in the bottom of the ninth, or if you've ever zoned in on the top corner of the net, then you might know the thrill of playing at San Manuel Indian Bingo and Casino. Because only one casino is all about the thrill. San Manuel Indian Bingo and Casino. All thrill. Please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
'76 introduces the long cut, spending a little extra time exploring the open road. We even made a fancy new TV commercial, and we're going to have our director describe it.
So like we see these guys and they're like, what's a long cut? Boom. They're all like, whoa, this is awesome. And then they're at a 76 station and they're like, time for gas. And then it's like, and that is pretty much what the commercial is.
Anyway, we want to hear all about your long cuts too. Share yours today using the hashtag 76longcut. 76. We're on the driver's side.
I'm Chris Klein, president of the LA Galaxy, and we're a client of City National Bank. When we look at our organization on the field and then off the field, we want to put together a great team, and City National has become part of that team. The business side of the game starts long before the whistle kicks off, from setting the stadium up to understanding how to sell tickets to watch our great team play this game. For our business to function, we need to have a reliable bank as part of our team. Our brand grows as the sport of soccer grows, and City National helps us bring Galaxy to the world. I love my job. I love coming to work every day and being part of an organization like the LA Galaxy. It's the team across the league that everyone looks at, that everyone wants to be a part of. Anyone that we're involved with, we want to be the best, whether the players we put on the field or who we bank with, and we have that with City National. City National is the way up for the LA Galaxy.
City National Bank, the way up. Learn more at cnb.com/LA Galaxy, member FDIC.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
It's a new era for the LA Galaxy, with new players and familiar faces. For the past 22 years, our goal has remained the same: to be the last team standing. This is LA on Saturday, September 30th at StubHub Center. 5-time MLS Cup champion LA Galaxy take on Real Salt Lake. Purchase your tickets today at lagalaxy.com/tickets.
Folks, Shasta is the official soft drink of the LA Galaxy, with over 30 great flavors like grapefruit zazz, apple, tiki punch, strawberry, and California dreamin'. Shasta has a flavor for every Galaxy fan. This soccer season, it has to be Shasta. With Dan Kennedy, Joe Tutino back at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. where the Galaxy trail 4-0 in front of the second half here. They're a man down. Joao Pedro, who came on right in front of the break, is loosening up. I think we're asking a lot in the middle of the park for him. He's going to be teamed up with Jonathan Dos Santos. We know we want him to get forward and into the attack. I believe that will be his responsibility, which means it's going to be acres and acres of space in the middle for the Galaxy on transition.
Well, they're definitely up against it going into the second half, down a man. I mean, they gave up 3 of the 4 goals when they had 11v11. So tactically, it's about playing a game that you don't allow this team to get out in the open field and run at you. If you're gonna get into the attack, you have to finish those plays. That means those shots are either in and up in the back of the net, or they're making Guzan make a save in which he has to dive for it, so he can't distribute quickly, or it goes out the inline for a goal kick, and then you can get your entire team back behind the ball again, and then they can start out from a goal kick with 10 players behind the ball. It now becomes more than ever, Joe, a test of character and will.
Galaxy trailing 4-0. Second half is straight ahead. Stay with us.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
As the Galaxy get
it's a new era for the LA Galaxy with new players and familiar faces. For the past 22 years, our goal has remained the same, to be the last team standing. This is LA on Saturday, September 30th at StubHub Center. 5-time MLS Cup champion LA Galaxy take on Real Salt Lake. Purchase your tickets today at lagalaxy.com/tickets.
Galaxy fans, Papa John's has a new offer for you this season. Every Galaxy game day, get 50% off your online order of regular menu price items using promo code GALAXY at papajohns.com. That's right. Cheer on the Galaxy every game day with 50% off your entire online order at Papa John's. Enter promo code GALAXY online at papajohns.com to redeem better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's, official partner of the LA Galaxy. Scarves up, wheels up. Buckle up, LA, for nonstop flights to more than 38 cities nationwide with Alaska Airlines. As fans of one of the most decorated clubs in league history, it's only right that you get tons of nonstop access to your favorite destinations, including many road games from one of the finest airlines in the land. Pack your bags, pack your jersey, and pack your full 90 for nonstop flights to cheer on the Galaxy when they go on the road. Scarves up, wheels up. Buckle up for nonstop flights on Alaska Airlines.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. Power up like a pro. Contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Tonight, some of the greatest artists, performers, and athletes in the world will be pouring their souls out at stadiums and theaters across this city. Tonight, thousands of fans will lose themselves in a sea of like-minded strangers. We still have a few tickets if you'd like to join. We know this may not be a convenient time for you. We know it's not easy to get out. But something amazing is going to happen tonight. And we think you should be there. StubHub, your ticket out.
StubHub Center, can you read me?
Copy that.
We've identified an extraterrestrial aboard the spaceship. He's been secured and is open to questioning. Cosmic being, what do you want?
I'm here to gain intelligence from Earthland. You are in possession of the colorful and fizzy liquid I seek.
You mean Shasta?
Yes, I consumed Shasta and had the ultimate reaction. Equal parts fizz, fruit, and fun. I wish to experience all the Shasta. These flavors are out of this galaxy.
Oh, we've got the perfect place for you. At the StubHub Center.
Bring them home, guys.
It just has to be Shasta, the official soft drink of the LA Galaxy.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life. StubHub. Hey, Galaxy fans. StubHub is your ticket out. StubHub is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the LA Galaxy. And Toyota. Let's go places.
We welcome you back. Mercedes-Benz Stadium, I should say, in Atlanta, Georgia, with the LA Galaxy and Atlanta United FC about to get underway with the second half. Galaxy trailing 4-0. to start this second 45 minutes. Giovanni Dos Santos standing over the ball at center. The Galaxy are a man down to start this second 45 and will remain this way unless Atlanta earns a red card at some point. But leading 4-0, I doubt they'll be that aggressive defensively at the very least.
Well, this is almost a no-lose situation for Atlanta United FC. In fact, they have players on the field that seem extremely hungry, and I bet you they would like to pad their stats just a little bit more. The game opens up, ball gets played in behind for Alessandrini, cheeky little chest pass to himself over the top, and it's number 16 McCann creating a foul off the ball for obstruction, and in fact, McCann's been up against it all night, but the Galaxy just can't give Alessandrini enough support to really make him dangerous.
Here's Rafa Garcia playing ahead, tried to find Giovanni Dos Santos, a bit long. This will come back to the goalkeeper, Guzan. He'll collect it there. Played out to Parkhurst. Moving into midfield. Carmona. A lot of space on the pitch right now. Martinez checking back, has this one. Now Almiron will push over to the right side. Plays up the wing this time. Walks there by Zardes. Zardes goes back to the left-sided midfield role for LA. Giovanni is the lone target, which he's not comfortable playing. Here's Lorentowicz onto the left side. McCann back out. Lorentowicz into the middle of the park. Almiron. Carmona. Again onto the wing. This is dangerous into the Galaxy penalty area. Zardes was brought down in his own box. It'll be a free kick for LA. As Walks trips him up.
Anton Walks does a good job of trying to get him behind the Galaxy back line. Giassi Zardes tracking him, forever the honest player. And it was Giassi who had the body position inside. Walks just came across him to try to win that body position. And as Giassi Zardes is trying to clear the ball, he gets knocked and ends up kicking the ground. And the most difficult thing about playing on turf is if you get anything wrong on the turf side of things, I mean, that's why they call it turf toe. It's because there's just no give. So it took Giassi Zardes a few seconds longer to get up than normal.
And you'll be gone for a long time if you get that. Here's Jonathan Dos Santos now at midfield on the far side. Has possession at the stripe. Has to play it back. Romney all the way back to his keeper, Kempen. He'll push it forward, but right into a turnover. Galaxy are fortunate, though. They'll have it again. It'll come out the near side, and again, Alessandrini was fouled by Gonzalez Perez. And he throws up his hands as if to say, what did I do? We continue here. Joao Pedro. Alessandrini at the touchline. Taking off the ball by McCann. It comes ahead to Almiron. Here comes the counterattack. Martinez ahead. Almiron able to walk at a goal. Fires to the back post. Is deflected and picked up by John Kempen. And if Almiron keeps his head up, he should realize that to the right side was wide open for him to go into the penalty area. He stopped.
Well, you could almost see a little hesitation about his right foot in that play. He's so fast. He just wanted... Anytime he gets space, he runs by people, and the space in behind the Galaxy defense wasn't a lot, so he prefers his left foot. He decided to step on the ball, put it on his favorite left foot, and go to goal. Joe's absolutely right. If he just keeps his head up, pushes it towards his right foot, he's in behind everybody in 1v1 with John Kempen.
Yeah, he'd been 18 yards away from goal, and he can go back to his left in plenty of time. But nonetheless, the Galaxy are fortunate there. They're trailing 4-0 to start the second half. Inside 49 minutes of play, Atlanta with possession at midfield. Parkhurst in towards center. Here's Lorentowicz. Gonzalez Perez. And Parkhurst once again. They'll have plenty of time here at midfield. Atlanta will. On possession. Walks. Tries to punch it towards the penalty area. Cleared out. They'll push the left side this time. McCann pushing forward. The side on that left. The ball into the area off of Joao Pedro. Lorentowicz will keep it alive. Back out the left. Again McCann. Nope, not time. Reset back defensively. Gonzalez Perez. In toward the middle of the park. And the Olays are beginning here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. They look like a very tough team. Eastern Conference has been king so far in Major League Soccer this season. We haven't said that for a long time.
Well, I was going to say, after 8 years of the Western Conference dominating, the tides have turned a bit, and the standings as they are right now for Atlanta are a little bit, well, I guess they're a little bit in favor of Atlanta, because even though they sit in the 5th spot, they have 2 games in hand and could find themselves in the 3rd spot really quick.
There's a ball across the 6. John Kempman's able to get a hand on it. Some emergency defending, able to clear it out. That was almost number 5 there. This ball coming back into the Galaxy defense. Siani comes out of his center back position, able to clear it back into midfield. However, Atlanta on possession one more time. Carmona, top of the center circle.
You have to give this organization credit as a whole. They've done a really good job of bringing in international players into the fold to build this team from scratch.
McCann trying to catch this one along the end line. It'll go out of play. Goal kick here for the Galaxy. What I like about them is their passing across the 6 has pace, and they're down low normally. Very difficult for goalkeepers to deal with, right? And especially with the surface they play on, the ball picks up speed, right? Or at least it looks that way.
And that's exactly how 3 of their 4 goals have come, is getting down in between the 18 and 6-yard box at the byline and playing those passes across where you take both defenders and goalkeeper out of the equation.
Here's Joao Pedro now taking it down the middle of the park, tried to play it ahead for Giovanni Dos Santos. I think it was cleared or even off his heels. And Atlanta will come out with possession. McCann on the near side, able to play this one forward. Assad stopped there by Jonathan Dos Santos. It'll come back for Carmona. He plays on to the left and out of play. Almiron did not play that one well. May have caught himself watching the massive TV screens here as that ball came down.
Yeah, watching himself on the massive TV screens.
Romney outside the left side of his own penalty area. Played to midfield. It'll come back into the Galaxy defense. McCann has some time here. Back out for Assad. Question is, how can the Galaxy stay focused? Try to get something out of this match in terms of positive to build. They're going to stay on the road. They're here in Atlanta for the next couple of days, and then they'll be flying out from here to Kansas City for the game Sunday morning in Kansas City, Sunday morning Pacific time in Kansas City before coming home. And then they're back out again on Tuesday to Houston. Here's Siani. Back to his keeper, Kempen. It'll come down to midfield. Gonzalez Perez. Here's Parkhurst.
Unfortunately, what happens when you go down a man in a situation like this is the entire defense of the Atlanta team is just so comfortable on the ball.
Assad in the area trying to push the ball to goal off of Siani. It'll come back out. Rafa Garcia playing long, trying to find Giovanni Dos Santos. He's able to get on this ball. Watched by one defender in Parkhurst. Plays it over Alessandrini. Under pressure there from McCann. The ball comes away from him. Joao Pedro. We were talking about it at halftime. Potential subs that are available for Siggy. He's made one now because of the red card, right? But I think Bradford Jameson's going to find his way onto this match at some point soon. The question is who comes off.
Yeah, and with 2 subs left, you only have attacking subs. So I think Ziggy's probably mindful that it's hard to inject 4 goals into 30 minutes of soccer. So he'll be careful with the subs. Let this game play out a little bit longer.
Ball at midfield. Atlanta on possession. Laurentowicz able to play this one forward. Almiron. Back out Laurentowicz. Center circle Parkhurst. He'll push it out wide. Walks. Villalba. Onto the wing, watched there by Ashley Cole. In towards center, Josef Martinez. He'll push it towards the Galaxy goal, trying to get a give and goal here. Almiron got the give, but on the goal part, he was brought down by Joao Pedro. And that's a foul against the Galaxy and a free kick about 35 yards away from goal, right down the middle of the pitch.
Well, Atlanta United's runs off the ball, Martinez and Almiron, even when they're not on the ball, it's the give and goes, it's the commitment to running in behind or across the LA Galaxy defense that's causing so many problems. And the pace at which, I mean, yes, the field's synthetic, the ball plays a little bit faster, but the speed of runs and their commitment to them just makes it really difficult on the opposing team's defense and who's picking up which runner, and that's why you saw Joao Pedro in this instance commit a foul just to make sure he kills the play. And now we see Giovanni Dos Santos not getting out of the way of the ball for 10 yards because of what happened against the Galaxy when they played Toronto last week.
Right, but our referee is setting the wall. So what's the use of that?
Exactly my point.
Free kick here for Atlanta. And the running off the ball is part of the Galaxy's problem in 2017. Comes to Laurentowicz. He'll have a go at goal against his former club. Over the bar and out of play. Still has that big right foot.
Yeah, Jeff can really hit a ball well, and he can hit a ball that knuckles and dips and moves all over the place. Laurentowicz gets a little roll from, I believe it was Assad, and Assad just didn't quite touch it hard enough for Jeff. Took him out of his approach to the ball, so he decided to bend it, and with some oncoming traffic, and the play just didn't quite come off exactly how they planned it on the training ground.
You know, it's interesting with the type of team Atlanta is, Laurentowicz. You know, when you first think about it, they're putting this team together, you don't think that he would fit in his style of play. And he's a little older now, right? So he's slowed down a bit. But he plays the role, doesn't do more than he has to in terms of his role, and does that very well.
And when you look down at this squad, Laurentowicz is the one that actually holds them all together. Him, Parkhurst, and Guzan are the ones with experience in this league, and that's what's so vital when you build a new team.
Here comes Atlanta again. Top of the Galaxy penalty area. Assad trying to find Almiron. Another foul called against the Galaxy here. Alessandrini, he's going to pick up a yellow card. I have to be quiet.
That's right. I was just going to say, Alessandrini's body language says that he's having a lot to say to the referee even after getting a yellow card, and he's just got to be careful. I alluded to it in the first half that Ricardo Salazar is not a referee that is easily unsettled by conversations from players. He's not quick to the pocketbook to give anybody a card for dissent. He manages the players in the game very well. And I'd say Alessandrini's probably a little bit lucky that Salazar is the referee tonight and not somebody else.
Good free kick opportunity here again for Atlanta, right down the middle of the park. This one will be about 30 yards from goal, maybe a little less than that. As our referee marks off the 10 yards, and he marks it off to about 18 yards away from goal, so let's call it at 30 for the sake of argument.
Almiron, Martinez standing over the ball. And the hard thing for Kippen here is that they can, in fact, really attack either side of the goal.
Galaxy set up what looks to be a four-man wall. Atlanta puts another two players there to block the vision of John Kempen. Here's the restart. It'll come from Martinez. He'll fly it over the bar and out of play and into the stands here at Mercedes-Benz Arena, or Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Goal kick.
Well, I've only seen Martinez really score goals inside the 18. He lines up on a free kick 30 yards out. With all the goals that he's scored, it's definitely not out of question for him, but this was not a good free kick by any stretch of the imagination. Tries to bend it over the wall to the left side of John Kempen's goal, and it ends up going to about row Z.
Goal kick by Kempen into midfield. Second ball, Garcia knocks it ahead. It's cleared back to him. Rafa, Jonathan Dos Santos, able to play it back to Romney. He'll find Zardes. Left side, Ashley Cole plays it back into Zardes, and this ball cleared away from him. Back to the keeper, Guzan. Plays it out the near side now. Here's McCann. Able to play it back. Gonzalez Perez, always somebody open, especially defensively for Atlanta now. The Galaxy are mindful of trying to not give up anymore.
Well, that's what's so frustrating when you go down a man is that you have to work extremely hard just to advance the ball into your attacking third. And once it turns over, then you cannot sacrifice the counterattack, so you cannot pressure in your attacking third. You have to drop off, and it just gives Atlanta this ability to catch their breath, relax, regroup, and then reapproach the game.
Hey, don't miss any of the action next year. 2018 LA Galaxy season ticket memberships now available, starting as low as $15 per match. They include all 17 regular season home games, preseason matches, and the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. To learn more about how to become an LA Galaxy season ticket member, visit lagalaxy.com/since96 or call 877-3-GALAXY today. 61st minute. Foul here against the Galaxy at midfield. Great crowd on hand here in Atlanta. Next year, LAFC on board. Their facility almost done.
Drove by it the other night, 11 o'clock at night, people working on it.
They'll get it done right in time for the new season. And you know they're going to make a splash as well. They already made one, and actually two, with their manager Bob Bradley and their first DP signing in Carlos Vela. Expect more. You can expect something from the Galaxy as well. There will be changes to this roster.
There's going to be a massive investment across this entire league, I think, and it's going to be great for soccer in Los Angeles. Be great competition for the LA Galaxy to have another team in market that is as ambitious as the LA Galaxy is.
Another foul against the Galaxy here. Ciani called for the foul. He's fortunate this time that he doesn't pick up a card as Assad is brought down. Here comes a substitution for LA. Bradford Jamison will come on and replace Roman Alessandrini, and I believe the yellow card had a lot to do with that.
Yeah, you could see Alessandrini's body language. Also, he's been known to carry a couple different knocks this season, playing on synthetic turf. You have a game on Sunday in Kansas City. If there's one guy that can change a game on this team, it's Alessandrini. So, in fact, this substitute is really about the game on Sunday.
Free kick here for Atlanta. Almiron will take it. It's been north of 30 yards from goal, left side. Almiron playing towards the backside of the 6, and it'll go out of play for a goal kick for John Kempen and the LA Galaxy.
Well,
right, go ahead.
As clinical as this team has been in the run of play, they have not been very good on set pieces, Joe. They've had one corner kick opportunity, handful of set pieces in and around the area, and the serve has been overcooked, undercooked, and never really right on the spot.
John Kempen will get this goal kick. I was saying the Galaxy will stay on the road, and this will be some team bonding, I guess. Right? You stay on the road in Atlanta before you go to Kansas City. You won't get home until Sunday night. Keep the bags packed because you're going back out again to Houston. I'd like to meet the schedule maker on this one.
Yeah, I think as a player I may have preferred just to stay on the road.
For the entire time?
Yeah, just stay focused and from city to city. Don't worry about it. No need to run home and try to balance everything else while you have these games in quick succession. So
you're not home enough.
Yeah.
Right.
And when you're home, you're just torn in so many different directions. If you're only going to be home for 2 days, you feel obligations to take care of certain things, particularly for your family.
Sure.
And this helps just keep it a little bit simpler.
It's a good throw in here for the Galaxy. It's good to see that Bradford Jameis is able to go because he left the game against Toronto. Would look to be a hamstring injury. It just turned out to be a cramp.
He's young and still figuring out the feeling of being a professional player and knowing exactly your capacity. I remember being at that same stage, questioning myself a lot more while I had a little less experience and understanding of where I needed to be at physically in order to get through 90 minutes. And by the end of my career, I knew exactly where I was at just through the experiences of going through all those ups and downs.
I know where I'm at, too. Too old to play.
And that's why I'm sitting right here next to you. Like you said, too much pizza for me and too old to play.
Here's Gonzalez-Perez walking it towards midfield. Good job by Garcia. Slowing down Almiron, I should say. Now Laurentowicz walks on the right. Villalba. Almiron. Gonzalez-Perez once again, as Atlanta now marches towards the Galaxy goal in waves of 4 and 4.
And this is, for me, this is the right approach for the LA Galaxy. 2 blocks of 4. And Giovanni Dos Santos up top.
Another long ball over the top this time. It'll be collected by Villalba. Lost his footing there in the far corner. And it does go out of play for a goal kick, LA Galaxy. So the footing not quite what it needs to be in the far side there.
And that's why the turf is just not the preferred surface for soccer. Way the ball plays such an important part in this game because it's on the ground and it just doesn't quite settle the same way as it would on grass. North American football, a little bit different.
Oh, you're just running on it.
Yeah, ball's just in the air and you literally are just running on it.
Here's João Pedro. It's poked away from him. Carmona knocks this one into the right channel. Offside is Almiron, and possession back to the LA Galaxy. Hey, Galaxy fans, see the future of your LA Galaxy when Ari Lassiter, Ethan Zubak, Justin Dillon, and Los Dos take on Portland Timbers 2 on Saturday, October 7th at 7:30. Fans can save money by purchasing their Los Dos tickets in advance and online, lagalaxy.com/2. 67th minute now, trailing 4-0. Romney back to John Kempen. The most disappointing thing about it, obviously the score, outside of that, was the fact that the Galaxy started so brightly and in fact had Atlanta on their heels for the first 12 minutes or so.
And this Atlanta United team is just explosive in 5 minutes and scored 3 goals. But that's, nonetheless, that's how this game goes. Ebbs and flows. You have good moments and bad, and it's about minimizing those bad moments. And when things are going against you, slowing the game down, finding a way only to give up 1, not 3.
Atlanta on possession here. It'll come forward, Almiron. This was a saw down the left side. It'll go out of play.
Well, Atlanta have come out in the second half. They've just been a little sloppier in their play, their passing. We've seen loose passes out of bounds. Galaxy have been more compact with their 2 lines of 4, and it's just kind of minimized this game. It's become a little less exciting, and if you're the Galaxy, it's probably exactly what you want.
Giovanni trying to play up the left wing for Ashley Cole. Goes right into the defender, walks. He'll play back to his goalkeeper, Guzan, who quickly nudges it forward. Parkhurst. Here's Carmona again. Laurentowicz. And knocked back. Again, Parkhurst. Just knocking the ball around, Atlanta here. João Pedro does well to slow down Carmona for now. Laurentowicz again. Defensive side of the circle. It'll go left side. McCann. In for Assad. Back out. Again, Almiron. And they'll switch it over to the right. Parkhurst. I don't want to say toying with them, because the Galaxy aren't giving the passing lanes away, as you mentioned moments ago, but they're playing within themselves, is what I like to say. Atlanta is doing that. They're saying, okay, if you're not going to give us those passing lanes, we're just going to continue to keep possession and be safe about it. Almost unlocking the Galaxy defense moments ago.
Yeah, I just say it's very, very comfortable from Atlanta. Picking possession. Priority seems to be on possession. Martinez dropping a little bit deeper. Almiron dropping a little bit deeper this half to find the ball. But remember, Joe, in the first half, where Atlanta was so lethal is when Galaxy were in attack. And now Galaxy aren't even stepping into attack. So it's just become a little bit more difficult on this Atlanta team to try to solve the problems of spacing.
Tyrone Mears will replace Anton Walks, who's done for the night. Mears, a former player of Siggy Schmid's with Seattle.
From my understanding, Mears would have really liked to have ended up in L.A. Way the league worked in expansion, I believe, or in a trade, he was picked up by Atlanta from Seattle. And in the end, Atlanta United held on to his rights in his contract, and now you see him coming on as a substitute.
Ball ahead from McCann, cleared out by Ciani. Over the near side touch, and out to play. For that matter, Parkhurst, also a former Siggy Schmid player. Started out in New England, but I believe he showed up in Columbus and Seattle, Michael Parkhurst, if my memory serves me right.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he played in Seattle.
Or is that
Noonan?
Played in Pat
Columbus,
Noonan,
yeah.
excuse me.
But Parkhurst, I mean, fantastic Major League Soccer career.
I agree with that.
And he's just underrated, kind of flies under the radar the entire game, but reads the game exceptionally well. He's very comfortable on the ball, undersized center back. He's got the captain's armband for a reason.
This ball come back to Guzan. 71st minute now. Parkhurst, as they work it out the right side. Here's Mears. Zardes to get back. They'll spray it to the left side now. Assad.
Everything's just so comfortable from Atlanta. No one's really pushing the envelope. All they're trying to do is keep the ball. Possession is really lopsided this second half.
Make it increasingly uncomfortable for the Galaxy as they're pushed further and further towards their goal. Their own goal.
Yeah, increasingly frustrated because you are actually putting out a lot of energy to try to keep these lines and these gaps closed so they can't just pass through you.
Ball at the left side of the area. This time the cross by McCann to the back post. It'll be cleared out of play. Touched last, I believe, by the Galaxy for a corner kick. Ashley Cole got on the end of it.
Well, Martinez isn't a very big guy, but he definitely gets up high on the back post on this play. Ashley does a great job in just getting up and having a little inside position on Martinez and heading it out of bounds for a corner kick.
Corner coming from the right side here as Assad will walk on over. And I think both teams understand what's going on here right now. They're trying to get through it. The Galaxy are just trying to get through it, not suffer anymore. And Atlanta, they're going to take their chances when they do, but what they want to do is protect that clean sheet, right?
Yeah, and it's unfortunate. 4 goals in the first half. Spectacular game to watch, and the airs just kind of come out of this stadium with the second half because the Galaxy have just been bunkered in.
Corner comes into the area and had a clean look. Villalba did. Over the bar and out of play. It bounced up on him right at the last moment.
Yeah, and he took a full swing at it, Villalba, and just couldn't quite connect, but it wasn't far away to test in John Kempen again.
73 minutes into this one. 16 origins, 1 destination. Learn about your favorite players and their road to L.A. Driven by Chevrolet. LAGalaxy.com/Chevy. Bradford Jamieson working hard to get on possession here. Has it now for one of the few touches that he's had since coming on. It comes near side. Rafa Garcia. Jamieson has the ball poked away by Assad. It'll come over, though, to Giovanni Dos Santos. He's able to play it out the far side. Ashley Cole lets it go for Zardes. Zardes taking it into the middle of the park. He'll have a go from distance here. Comes back out for Giovanni. He'll keep possession. Joao Pedro.
So a little success here from the Galaxy. Need to be mindful of the ball and making sure they don't leave themselves susceptible to another counterattack here.
Dos Santos. Ahead to Ashley Cole. Back out Giovanni. Now Jonathan. Jonathan one more time from Cole. Trying to find Joao Pedro. Can't turn on the defender. Here comes the counter back the other way. Almiron. Advantage given by the referee. Shiani runs right into Almiron and somehow got all the ball. So we continue. Carmona for Atlanta. Villalba will let this one go. Mears back out. Carmona will switch to the left side. The rhythm Atlanta has is impressive in the way they play. Assad. McCann overlapping on the left, although he's a bit too slow to do it. Ball comes across to the top of the Galaxy 18-yard box. Siani in trouble. Back to John Kempen, who clears it out. Throw-in for the Galaxy. Sloppy, sloppy, and more sloppy.
So Jacob Peterson coming on.
Yep.
Peterson, just abundance of experience in this league.
Oh, yeah.
Making his 253rd appearance. Many of those appearances came for Sporting Kansas City. He provide a little bit of spark here as a winger in this game, and in fact, he can even play a little bit of outside back in a pinch. But he's got a couple goals in him as well. If he gets the opportunity, and he's going in for the goal scorer Martinez.
Not happy coming off. And
No.
it's good. Well, if you're the manager, you're happy to see that.
But, you know, again, at halftime, the luxury you have when you're up 4-0 is you can challenge your players and be very clear with them and say, hey, Martinez, you know, I'm going to give you 20 minutes to go out there and get another goal or two. If not, you're coming off. We got to rest you for the next game.
Here's Parkhurst now. They're readying their last substitution, or their last substitution in a moment. They've had two. The Galaxy have had two. Man down for the Galaxy, Jermaine Jones. He could go home. He won't have to go to Kansas City. We'll see if he stays on this road trip. Ball comes near side. Gonzalez Perez. McCann gets away from Bradford Jamieson in a cheeky move. Switched across the right side. Parkhurst. In towards center once again. Almiron. Back out. Laurentowicz again on the left side. McCann, lots of space this time. Tried to play it top of the box. Nice job by Jamieson getting in front of this one and a throw-in. Assad. Gonzalez Perez. They'll come back out wide. Left side. Assad. Atlanta on possession. McCann into space. Assad runs onto this one. Watched there by Rafa Garcia. Back out. McCann. Carmona playing on the left side. Not challenged. The possession is just not challenged enough. They'll work the right side this time. Atlanta does. Top of the box. Villalba. The left-footed ball to goal. And it's wide. Deflected. Corner kick for Atlanta. Another substitution here. Almiron is off. He'll be replaced.
Substitution for Atlanta in the 78th minute. Exiting the game, number 10.
Brandon Vasquez. Galaxy making a substitution as well. Jonathan Dos Santos is done. He'll be replaced by Ari Lassiter.
Entering the game, number 15, Ariel Lassiter. Exiting the game, number 8, Jonathan Dos Santos. Once again, number 15, replacing number 8 for Los Angeles.
So Jonathan Dos Santos is done. Ari Lassiter will replace him as we head into the 79th minute here.
So in my opinion, all these substitutions are being made to keep the highest quality players in the best physical condition for the game on Sunday. Jonathan, extremely disappointed. Guy wears his heart on his sleeve. Never easy to come off the field when you're down 4-0.
Corner kick taken. It comes out top of the area. Mirrors to keep it alive. Tries to play it into the area. Comes out right side. The attempted cross is blocked and out of play for another corner kick. Gonzalez Perez got on the end of that one. So corner from the right side here is 12 shots at the Galaxy, 6. 5 have been on target. Galaxy are credited with 1 shot on goal. That happened in the first half on the save by Brad Guzan. Possession again at Atlanta off the short corner. Bunch of little triangles around the pitch. Keeping possession easy. Now they'll play out the near side. And offside was, I believe, Gonzalez Perez, so he doesn't make a play on the ball. The Galaxy will get possession back. Interesting comment from Siggy Schmidt in his press conference after the game in Toronto, against Toronto, I should say, when he was asked, what did you learn about your club, or did you learn anything about your club tonight? He said yes, but that's for me to know.
Well, it's for Ziggy. I mean, he's kind of running out of things to say, and the same questions are being asked after, difficult performances. And
now Ciani's done.
He doesn't want to just continue to repeat same answer to the same questions week in and week out.
Ciani slow to get it back onto his feet. Seems to be okay. May have been a foot-on-foot situation there. Stepped on pretty good. Now referee Ricardo Valenzuela. Direct red. Red card issued here.
Well, anytime you leave your cleats up and exposed, then there's significant contact. No, his studs were down. I wouldn't be surprised if this goes to review and this card gets overturned because the studs were not showing on this kick. And now Ricardo Salazar has video review in his ear. I'll be interested to see what happens here.
Vasquez coming off the pitch for now.
It looks like he might be coming back on, Joe. Video review.
Our referee still getting direction, or at least information from up top. And now he's going to take a look at it.
Well, and this is going to be the right call. They're going to overturn this, I imagine. Studs were not showing. Ciani went down because there was contact, but in my opinion, this is not a play that warrants a red card. And in fact, I think you have to give Brandon Vasquez credit here because he could have gone through with the stud showing, but this should get rescinded.
Hey, be there when Western Conference rivals collide as Roman Alessandrini, Jonathan Dos Santos, and your LA Galaxy take on Nick Rimando and Real Salt Lake on Saturday, September the 30th, 7:30 at StubHub Center. The match presented by Dannon. Tickets start for as low as $25. LAGalaxy.com/tickets. Our referee continuing to look at the monitor, and most likely, as we've seen on the replays we have here, overturn this red card. In fact, red card to nothing, right?
Red card to yellow card.
Red card to yellow card?
No, he's sending him off. He sent him off. Wow, I think that Ricardo Salazar gets this wrong, Joe. In fact, the one thing that I was so optimistic about this video review being such a positive impact on this game is because it would solve some of the issues that we've had in this league, and in fact, I don't think it has.
Well, issues in this league and issues in this sport, I don't think video replay has been a positive for this game. Forget about Major League Soccer. For our game.
Right.
I don't believe it belongs. I would be in favor of goal line technology, certainly.
Yep.
I'd be in favor for the referees that we see, I think, in the Serie A behind the bylines. I'd be in favor of that. But this type of delay, and this game is over tonight. Right. I understand that, and that's fine. But this type of delay and breaking the rhythm of a match, with the way this replay takes the amount of time it does, even if it might be 90 seconds. 90 seconds is a big deal in our sport.
Well, and every other sport in North America is trying to find ways to consolidate games and make them more free-flowing. The one great thing about soccer is that it is free-flowing. And now we are, without a doubt, for the greater good of the game, the hope is that we would have stoppages, very infrequently. And if those stoppages turn out to be long time, it means it's because it's for the right reasons. This doesn't seem to be the case.
In other words, the replay happened and the decision still wasn't just. And if that happens, then why have it, right?
Yeah, I agree. And I've seen it a couple times now this season where I felt like calls should have been overturned, and they were not. And I don't know if it's a pride thing for the referee or not, but I'm sure that has something to do with it.
And we'll see what the MLS disciplinary committee decides this week. It's ball for Assad into the left corner. He runs out of real estate, and this will be a goal kick for John Kempen. On this very difficult night for the LA Galaxy, the Galaxy have now conceded 8 goals in 2 games. 4-0 at home to Toronto, and they're losing 4-0 here.
Well, and they're going to go face a very good Kansas City team who's playing in an Open Cup final tonight.
Bad ball on the part of Ashley Cole, gave it away. Here's Mears. I will say this. Beautiful new stadium. Great video boards. We are far away from the field here.
Yeah, we are. This is a bird's eye view from the broadcasting booth.
We are far away from the field. This is, I believe, further than Seattle.
Yeah, it feels further than Seattle.
Having said that, we have the best seat in the house at the StubHub Center.
Well, and that is why it is a soccer-specific stadium. But this, literally, it seems like you could nearly eat off the floor of this facility. It is beautiful. It doesn't seem like they've spared any expense. And what the best part about it is you roll out a soccer ball in a football stadium, and you're getting the same type of support.
The environment is great. Sold out for soccer tonight. They have delivered for the home side. And the Galaxy will have to lick their wounds a bit and get ready for what is next. And we might hear Siggy say we're on to Kansas City after this one. Here's Ari Lassiter.
That's all you can say.
Right? 3 defenders on him. He's brought down on the far side. He'll get a free kick out of this. The free kick will be just inside the touchline on the left side. I think in the last 5 games of the season, you try to find some traction somewhere to say, okay, well, this was good about the team. Let's go in this direction.
Well, yeah, and the hard thing for the coaching staff now is they've been in a position where every game they're just trying to find the best 11 to put on the field. And I don't know, Joe. Maybe it's time to give some other guys a chance to see if they're up to the performance or not. Maybe in the last 2 games, the next 3 you really got to focus on good performance.
Here's the cross off the restart over the top of Romney. I guess the question I would have is, who are those guys that
nearly everyone has had a chance if you look down the roster. But is Sebastian Lletget really going to be an option by the end of this season for a game? I'm not sure. Baggio Husidic has a better chance of coming into the fold.
Okay.
Pele Van Aanholt's season is done. But we talked about the goalkeeper situation. Maybe a guy like Raul Mendiola gets another run as like a number 10 in this team.
In terms of Lletget, maybe you do Bruce Arena a favor and you get him out there just to see if he has some fitness and if he's worthy of Bruce calling him into the national team, at least into the 18. Yeah. Not sure?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It really.
Not sure. I think it's too late there.
Yeah, and it becomes risk reward. Like how much. There's really, in terms of what's on the line to play for, may just be the smartest thing in order to give him an extra 3 months of recovery. And if he has a great start to the next year, then Bruce can think about some prep games for the World Cup and maybe bring him in to the fold. just a little bit later.
90th minute here. We'll see how much added time is needed for this match. We've had the substitutions. We've had the red card. We've had the video replay, or video review, I should say. But I'm not sure this match is at a place where it really needs much in terms of added time at all. Carmona. Ahead it comes to Assad. 2 minutes of added time. Throw in here for the Galaxy far side, Ari Lassiter. He'll take this throw. Now lets it go for Ashley Cole. Joao Pedro knocks this ball all the way back into the penalty area. Kempen will collect. Out the far side it'll go. Kempen. Over the far side and out of play. Throwing. Been this type of season for the Galaxy. They've shown some signs. Early on, they had the unbeaten streak, which was nice. But then some signs of getting out of the tailspin. Even under Siggy here. The 2 games that they had, Colorado and Seattle, some signs of getting out of the tailspin, and they gave it all right back in a hurry with Toronto in this one. And then some, I would say. Another ball into the area. Kempen will let this one go out. Goal kick again.
Yeah, that Seattle game really seemed like a performance to build on, and you lose a couple key players, unsettles the team. Poor performance against what is the best team in the league. Confidence is lost. Daniel Stairs is out of the mix, and now you come to an Atlanta team that is just flying in a brand new stadium. And, Joe, the next 2 games don't get any easier. Houston, one of the best home teams in the league. And that's not even next game. Next game is against
Atlanta, where you don't.
Kansas City.
Kansas City, where you don't historically play well.
Well, and you just literally cannot. In this league, Kansas City is one of the most difficult places to go and play. It's hard to even think. The crowd is on top of you and loud and intense, and they could potentially win an Open Cup tonight. And if they do win an Open Cup tonight, the celebrations will continue on Sunday when the ball kicks off in the opening minutes against the LA Galaxy.
Giovanni Dos Santos brought down about 22 yards away from goal. This will be the final kick of this one. And our referee did call the foul and a free kick for the Galaxy. And maybe they can get one out of this and spoil the clean sheet for Brad Guzan and his defense. .22 yards from goal. Giovanni Dos Santos will get the go-ahead here from our referee, Ricardo Salazar. Left-footed ball. Here's Giovanni. The goal and over the bar and out of play. It was close, and our referee does whistle 90 minutes here as Atlanta United FC in front of a sold-out crowd at the brand-new Mercedes-Benz Stadium hand the Galaxy a 4-0 defeat. The postgame show is coming up. Stay with us.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life. StubHub. Hey, Galaxy fans, StubHub is your ticket out. StubHub is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the LA Galaxy. Start at StubHub and let the fun find you. And Toyota. Let's go places.
Tonight, some of the greatest artists, performers, and athletes in the world will be pouring their souls out at stadiums and theaters across this city. Tonight, thousands of fans will lose themselves in a sea of like-minded strangers. We still have a few tickets if you'd like to join. We know this may not be a convenient time for you. We know it's not easy to get out. But something amazing is going to happen tonight. And we think you should be there. StubHub, your ticket out.
Scarves up, wheels up. Buckle up, LA, for nonstop flights to more than 38 cities nationwide with Alaska Airlines. As fans of one of the most decorated clubs in league history, it's only right that you get tons of nonstop access to your favorite destinations, including many road games from one of the finest airlines in the land. Pack your bags, pack your jersey, and pack your full 90 for nonstop flights to cheer on the Galaxy when they go on the road. Scarves up, wheels up. Buckle up for nonstop flights on Alaska Airlines.
At Southern New Hampshire University, we have just one goal: your success. As the official education partner of the LA Galaxy, we're dedicated to helping the entire LA Galaxy family succeed, and that includes their fierce, diehard fans. Choose from over 200 online degree programs and gain the skills and expertise you need to succeed in your field. Visit snhu.edu/LA Galaxy.
Galaxy fans, Papa John's has a new offer for you this season. Every Galaxy game day, get 50% off your online order of regular menu price items using promo code GALAXY at papajohns.com. That's right. Cheer on the Galaxy every game day with 50% off your entire online order at Papa John's. Enter promo code GALAXY online at papajohns.com to redeem better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's, official partner of the LA Galaxy.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
It's a new era for the LA Galaxy, with new players and familiar faces. For the past 22 years, our goal has remained the same: to be the last team standing. This is LA on Saturday, September 30th at StubHub Center. 5-time MLS Cup champion LA Galaxy take on Real Salt Lake. Purchase your tickets today at lagalaxy.com/tickets. LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
We welcome you back to Atlanta for the post-game show, where the Galaxy kept the goose egg on the board in the second half. They didn't score any goals either. The final result, Atlanta United 4, LA Galaxy nothing on this night. The first ever meeting here at this particular stadium in this particular city, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. A sold-out crowd was on hand here, very loud here in Atlanta. They were rewarded by their team, who was playing very well. 14 goals in 3 games. Galaxy have given up 8 goals in their last 2 games.
Yeah, I mean, this game kind of came at a perfect time for Atlanta. They're in great form. Galaxy are obviously searching for answers in a couple different departments. It was literally 5 minutes that fell apart for the LA Galaxy, and it cost them the game. 3 goals. Just an undisciplined play by Jermaine Jones, frustrated by a poor tackle against them, kicks out, red card sent off, and this game changes. You end up playing with 2 blocks of 4 and 1 forward in a very compact way in the second half, and in fact, you stop the bleeding. So now, for me, Joe, the question that Ziggy is going to have to answer, or I guess decide before he heads into a very tough Kansas City, is how does this team want to play? Do they want to attack or do they want to defend? And in fact, maybe you roll out a team that defends in 2 blocks at 4, and you just try to catch this Kansas City team on the counter.
I don't think this team is good enough to be a team that can attack, because we talked about at the top of the broadcast, it's not a team. The makeup of this team right now is not a team that can hold on to the ball.
Yeah, I mean, the numbers speak for themselves. They are often outpossessed, and with that, they are outscored. By no means am I one that thinks you have to have possession in order to be a great team or win games. But when we've seen this Galaxy team this season win games, particularly games that are on the road, they play very conservatively, and they kind of let Nellis Andrini make the difference.
And your breakout, unfortunately, is not fast enough. If you're playing a defensive game, your breakout is not fast enough either, because let's say you're playing Giovanni Dos Santos as your target in this particular scenario, like it is tonight, you're not quick enough into the offensive end. You're not quick enough into the support either. Speed is number one problem for the Galaxy. Possession is probably the number two problem for the Galaxy. Let's get you to the man of the match. It's brought to you by Herbalife. Herbalife, nutrition for a better life. Do you have one tonight?
Yeah, Assad, number 11 for Atlanta United. He was busy throughout the game. Typically, before the game, we highlighted Almiron and Martinez because those are the really exciting players to watch. But it was Assad that was clinical in his crossing and clinical in his finishing tonight, grabbing two of the 4 goals. And it just shows you that this team has a couple of different players that can hurt you. And that's the real headache that they pose for teams that they're going to particularly play in this Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Yeah, Joseph Martinez also played well. Villalba played well. Their stars came out, and they got the goals that were necessary, especially in that first half. After the Galaxy, again, let's repeat, the Galaxy had a nice start to this match. 12 minutes in, but then the wheels came off in a span of 5 minutes. 3 goals in 5 minutes. We'll take a short time out. We'll get the lessons of the match, and we'll set you up for what is next. Atlanta 4, LA Galaxy nothing. Here at LAGalaxy.com. Stay with us.
Come in now and get the 2016 you've been waiting for at Toyota's annual clearance event. Save big with an incredible $2,500 factory cash back on a new 2016 Camry, $2,000 back on a new Sienna or the redesigned Prius. Get $1,500 cash back on a new Corolla or $1,000 back on a new Tundra. It all ends September 6th, so hurry in before they're gone. Must take delivery from 2016 new car dealer stock by midnight September 6th. Offers may vary by region.
When you buy or lease any new Toyota, you get Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan. Toyota Care covers normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. There's even lockout protection and 24-hour roadside assistance. See your Toyota dealer for details and exclusions. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska. Toyota, let's go places.
It's a new era for the LA Galaxy, with new players and familiar faces. For the past 22 years, our goal has remained the same, to be the last team standing. This is LA on Saturday, September 30th at StubHub Center. 5-time MLS Cup champion LA Galaxy take on Real Salt Lake. Purchase your tickets today at LAGalaxy.com/tickets.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. Power up like a pro. Contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Scarves up, wheels up. Buckle up, LA, for nonstop flights to more than 38 cities nationwide with Alaska Airlines. As fans of one of the most decorated clubs in league history, it's only right that you get tons of nonstop access to your favorite destinations, including many road games from one of the finest airlines in the land. Pack your bags, pack your jersey, and pack your full 90 for nonstop flights to cheer on the Galaxy when they go on the road. Scarves up, buckle up for nonstop flights on Alaska Airlines.
Tonight, some of the greatest artists, performers, and athletes in the world will be pouring their souls out at stadiums and theaters across this city. Tonight, thousands of fans will lose themselves in a sea of like-minded strangers. We still have a few tickets if you'd like to join. We know this may not be a convenient time for you. We know it's not easy to get out. But something amazing is going to happen tonight. And we think you should be there. StubHub, your ticket out.
Lesson of the match is brought to you by SNHU. See yourself succeed at snhu.edu. And Dan, let me start this out. I think first and foremost, the lessons being learned are from the coaching staff. And I think the number one thing is the result is right now this team does not have enough talent.
Without question, the results this season have proven that the talent of this squad is a little bit thin. I just think about game management, and we saw against Toronto the game management of the first goal that was a set free kick, which they don't have anybody standing over the ball. The player doesn't ask for 10 yards, goes off the crossbar, it's in the back of the net, and it's just kind of this game management where if you give up one goal and you're in a great atmosphere like we are at Mercedes-Benz Stadium today, 40,000 people, and you feel the game turn against you, that's when the experienced players on the field need to get everyone together, stay tight. That's when you get in the 2 blocks of 4 and get behind the ball and say, okay, we're going to ride out this next 5 minutes, make sure we get ourselves back into this game. But in quick succession, they were hit with 2 more goals, and it was effectively game over. So goals dictate games. Goals change games without question. But it's about the response, and I guess we've had so many questions about the response of this team. And when they score first in Seattle, they put in this tremendous 90-minute performance. They give up 1 goal here in Atlanta, and then for the next 3 minutes they continue to fall apart until the game's out of reach. And then you have one of your best players, Jermaine Jones, one of the guys that you highlight on the team sheet when he's in the mix, kick out and get a very undisciplined red card.
What's up next for the LA Galaxy? Well, the Galaxy head to Kansas City to take on Sporting Kansas City on Sunday, September the 24th. It's an early start at 11 a.m., Galaxy fans. You can listen to all the action right here at LAGalaxy.com. A great facility, a great performance by the home side tonight as Atlanta defeats the LA Galaxy by a score of 4-0. For Dan Kennedy, Joe Tutino saying so long from the South, Atlanta, Georgia. I'll talk to you again on Sunday from Kansas City. Final score once again, Atlanta United 4, LA Galaxy nothing. Good day, everybody.
It's a new era for the LA Galaxy with new players and familiar faces. For the past 22 years, our goal has remained the same, to be the last team standing. This is LA on Saturday, September 30th at StubHub Center. 5-time MLS Cup champion LA Galaxy take on Real Salt Lake. Purchase your tickets today at LAGalaxy.com/tickets.
Tonight, some of the greatest artists, performers, and athletes in the world will be pouring their souls out at stadiums and theaters across this city. Tonight, thousands of fans will lose themselves in a sea of like-minded strangers. We still have a few tickets if you'd like to join. We know this may not be a convenient time for you. We know it's not easy to get out. But something amazing is going to happen tonight. And we think you should be there. StubHub, your ticket out.
At Southern New Hampshire University, we have just one goal: your success. As the official education partner of the LA Galaxy, we're dedicated to helping the entire LA Galaxy family succeed. And that includes their fierce, diehard fans. Choose from over 200 online degree programs and gain the skills and expertise you need to succeed in your field. Visit snhu.edu/LA Galaxy.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
I'm Chris Klein, president of the LA Galaxy, and we are a client of City National Bank. When we look at our organization on the field and then off the field, we want to put together a great team, and City National has become part of that team. The business side of the game starts long before the whistle kicks off, from setting the stadium up to understanding how to sell tickets to watch our great team play this game. For our business to function, we need to have a reliable bank as part of our team. Our brand grows as the sport of soccer grows, and City National helps us bring Galaxy to the world. I love my job. I love coming to work every day and being part of an organization like the LA Galaxy. It's the team across the league that everyone looks at, that everyone wants to be a part of. Anyone that we're involved with, we want to be the best, whether the players we put on the field or who we bank with, and we have that with City National. City National is the way up for the LA Galaxy.
City National Bank, the way up. Learn more at cnb.com/LA Galaxy, member FDIC.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places. StubHub. Hey, Galaxy fans, StubHub is your ticket out. StubHub is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the LA Galaxy. And SNHU. See yourself succeed at snhu.edu.